together. We can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can love, we can die together. The conversation, the separation, the overlooked $1 million violations. Designed to forget, to hit reset. Desire your unforget about the presets.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face-Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face-Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it, yes!
Here's your host for the Face-Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Oh, summertime, how grand are you? Welcome, Face-Off Hockey Show. I'm your host, Scotty Waz. All right, it's a good summer day. It's a late July, and when you think late July, you think hockey action, right? Right? You. Mark with the C is there. And
yes, I am.
How are you doing there? What you got there, buddy?
It's a special favorite of mine. I'm going through a finish the Scotch party with myself and you guys. I'm drinking a Bowmore Islay single malt 12-year. I don't know if you can see that, but I have a couple bottles of Scotch that I want to finish before I move for this weekend. And this one, I left like a little bit left in the bottom of this one, probably about 1.5 years ago, and I didn't realize it was there. So now I'm drinking it.
Christ.
I didn't like the Bowmore that much. I found it made good coffee scotch.
Yeah?
Oh, do you
Yeah,
take Scotch in your coffee, Mark?
I'm not drinking it. I'm drinking it straight. It is very, from what I remember, it's very smoky. I will let you. Yes, very, very peaty Scotch.
Yeah, Pablo.
Whew. That
Petey
is
Medhurst?
That is a Scotch. Whew.
All right. Well, I'd hope it's change something different while it's been in the bottle. That'd be something.
So is that like a 14-and-a-half-year-old?
It is. It is a 14-and-a-half-year-old at this point.
Nice.
There you go.
So, how are you guys?
Oh, just good. Big birthday weekend, Mr. Johnny P.
Yeah,
Yes, happy birthday,
yeah.
Johnny P.
I've officially made it into the section now that says 36 to 44, 36 to 45.
Way to jump up in demographics.
Yes, I am picking up new demographics as we speak. All day long, I was picking up new demographics. Wait, what?
You know what?
That's how that works.
Great, you know what? No, let's let it happen. That's a great cosign to pick up.
I did give a happy birthday shout out to George Clinton yesterday. Also.
Oh, Funkadelic.
Yep. And no one asked me about my birthday in the form of a question, which I'm kind of surprised because Alex Trebek's birthday was yesterday too.
Okay, here we go. Okay, the following, the well-known host of Jeopardy and the Face-Off Hockey Show's Johnny P share the following birthday.
Who is Pat Sajak?
Yes! Ding, 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 ding. Very good.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Also, the Battle of Falkirk was on your birthday, Johnny.
Nice.
The massacre at Besler.
Ooh.
That didn't seem good. The colony of Roanoke happened.
Wow.
So
They should be happy that I was born then. Because I'm sure all this stuff occurred because I was born, right?
We'll go with that. The Battle of Atlanta, obviously the Rap War from 1864. That first started.
That was right before Nero burned down the city, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's only because Ludacris challenged him to a rap battle.
Ah, I get it.
So there's that.
Somebody was like, "Hey, look, it's Nero. He's on fire."
Actually, fun fact: the Nero thing was actually the day before.
Oh, I got you.
July 21st was when they say historically Nero sat there as Rome burned, as the great fires of Rome happened. And I wanted to use that in a wedding tweet, but I ran that past somebody first, and they're like, yeah, it's probably not the best thing to do. Yeah, you're probably right.
That's why you don't ask people things.
Well, see, I have a thing called tact, and I think that's where my downfall is, honestly. That's why I haven't moved on in this industry.
Are they CCMs?
Yeah, and that's probably why they failed. Which, by the way, I love how CCM, they put out the new tack line, and they're like, let's put this out on a Friday, the day where every time there's bad news, people just go ahead and put it out there. CCM is terrible, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm getting.
Wow.
Which is a shame. They never used to be.
Hey, I've had bad experiences with them, and it's not a big fan, and they've kind of soured me. Of course, former sponsors of the Face Off Hockey Show, CCM.
I'm gonna give an early shout out too to Google Analytics. They apparently when I signed on to the Face Off Hockey Show Google Plus page tonight, there's a business analytics section that's new in Google Plus, and it said that our YouTube viewers are up 98% from last month.
Wow. 98 degrees. All right then.
Yep.
Cool.
And we're up 300% in subscribers.
Interesting. How does that work?
Because there was 1 last month and there are 3 this month.
Huh. And now you know the rest of the story.
Isn't it so much cooler to say that there's 300%
Yes,
a little
subscribers to the list?
And they knew that Lyle was going to be on tonight, so people come
doing the full 2-hour, the 2-hour extravaganza, all the time.
Here's the bad part, though, is that no one's watching the first part of the show.
I have my hair cut for it and everything. Come on.
Next week we're going to be down to 250%. How 2.5 people unsubscribed? I have no clue. Also, the fabulous Moolah, born on July 22nd.
Rest in peace to the fabulous Moolah.
She's been dead that long.
Is she dead, or is he? I thought
no,
Mae West the one that died.
They both passed away. Moolah passed away before she did. How do I know this trivia, for God's sake? Because
Mae West has been dead.
And Mae West was, yeah.
Mae Young.
Mae Young.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. We're not so young anymore.
No. Dead. Mae dead.
Dad.
Also.
Dad.
Sergei Zubov. Rufus Wainwright. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of birthdays on your day there, Johnny.
I know.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people, whatever occurs 9 months before July 22nd is an extremely popular day.
And of course,
it's right after the Major League All-Star game. That's why.
Tableau, the South Korean Canadian rapper, producer, and actor. So that's also another big thing. Born on who?
He cannot even begin to disguise his excitement.
Yeah. You're asking yourselves who, and I'm asking myself the same thing. Yeah. Don't know. Just Tableau.
Tableau.
Yep.
You know, here's the funny thing. I completely forgot that Lyle was coming on for the whole show today. Oops.
Oh.
Ha ha.
I invited him, but he wasn't online. I had to email it to him.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the next hour off, guys, so you guys have fun. Also, it's the Christian feast of Ab al-Mish.
Okay.
And also the Christian feast of Mary Magdalene.
Ah, that hooker.
We knew about the hooker. We did. That first one does not sound very Christian or Catholic to me. What? Abd al-Mihesh. What does that mean? That doesn't sound Christian at all.
Well, it's a name of 2 Christian martyrs of the Middle Ages.
So there.
I see. I see.
Yep. However, the feast day is October 3rd. I don't understand how does that work?
It's one hell of a feast if it starts on the 22nd.
I'd say.
And we thought Thanksgiving was fun.
He is regarded as the patron saint of sterile women in Syria.
You said sterile women?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
one hell of. That's something to be known for.
Yeah, when they had the gathering of the patron saints, I mean, he's one of those ones that group that's cringing off in the corner,
He's definitely a hit at most parties of patron saints.
Patron
I'm
saint
sure.
of Syria, women in Syria. That's me. Hello over here.
Damn! All of a sudden, the dude that's the patron saint of lost causes isn't feeling so bad.
Yeah, St. Jude.
Don't
That's
make
true.
it bad.
Is it St. Jude or St. Christopher?
Take a
I
sad
thought that we always prayed to St. Jude, and
St.
he was
Christopher the one that helps you find lost things?
No, that
Or
could
is
be
it lost souls, or...
I don't know, but he's decanonized, so I know that for a fact because
so
I
he's
think he
just
made,
Christopher now.
yeah, I think he made too much of a profit off those necklaces.
Oh,
Well, who wants to be stuck in a cannon anyway? It's not a lot of room, and you can get fired out of it, and...
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets.
Is he trying to do a segue towards something blue jackety?
Who, me?
Jacket?
No, I'm just. There's no. There's no
Oh.
questions.
Please,
We're not. Lyle, we're not. It's not. It's not.
It's not even the hockey portion of the show yet. I'm
It's
sorry.
not 8:30 yet.
yeah.
I'm sorry. We're not even in the hockey portion of the
Not
show
yet.
yet.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Well,
We
very,
did go
very,
out,
very, very quickly. Let me just get it out of the way. Ryan Johansson and the Blue Jackets are getting closer to a deal. So there you go. He agreed. He's now agreeing to take a 2-year contract, whereas a month ago he considered an offer of a 2-year contract a slap in the face, slap in the. How dare you, sir, to offer me 2 years when I posted up 63 points to your middling team and helped you reach the playoffs, and for that you offer me a paltry 2 years? You have insulted my affairs, sir. I demand respect.
When did he become English and Southern?
It's like
Oh, when you
he's like
can do both.
he's like a Georgian Shakespeare.
He's from fucking Vancouver. He never even started close.
Excuse me. That just struck me as really funny. Georgian Shakespeare. Though it depends. What Georgia are you talking about? Georgia, United States, or Georgia, which is near the Ukraine, and in which you would help?
I think they both
like
sound the
east.
same, regardless.
Yeah.
No. One is
indistinguishable.
very, very heavy on the accent, like this. Whereas the other one is more genteel, more.
Yeah, I know, I don't
It
hear a
rolls more easily off the tongue, sir.
I don't hear difference whatsoever.
Well, I'm not a master of dialects like you are, Scotty, and accents. So there you go.
All I'm saying is we all know that Georgia the country is pretty much the same as Georgia the state.
They
both don't
all
have
play
NHL
banjos?
hockey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All their NHL hockey teams moved to Canada.
Oh.
So
And we just chased away our last
Now
one.
with Jordan.
what's that?
Jordan and Georgia probably hang out a lot when they go to those things.
I don't know. Jordan Fleet is fled to Charlotte, so who knows?
Yeah.
Then he gambled it away. I don't know. I was trying to make a
He was a
Michael
good
Jordan
golfer.
joke. Yeah, better than Charles Barkley. That's for damn sure.
Oh, that was it the Well, I know that the U.S. Open or the Open Championship was last weekend, but wasn't the Celebrity Championship this past weekend?
There was some kind of
Like
pro-am
Mabel
going
the
on.
Larry the Cable Guy, and I think Hillary Knight was there.
Yes, that's the only reason I know, because she was paired up with Charles Barkley. But apparently Charles Barkley doesn't use his left hand when he swings. He just uses his right hand when he swings a golf club. Man, that's, I don't
That's
golf
all
that much.
Skyhook.
Yeah, I don't golf that much anymore. I'm pretty sure that's not good.
No.
We'll go to our resident golf expert, Mark with the C. Mark, one-handed golf, yes, yay or nay?
Nay, I was never very good one-handed. I could putt right-handed, but the whole swinging thing, not very good. You remember, I used to work at a driving range, so
I do.
I know what I'm talking about.
That's what I brought it to you. Did you work at the old one by the airport or the new one by the airport?
I worked at the one that is now a 7-Eleven.
Gotcha. That's what I thought.
You've been on the. You're starting to age when the place that you worked at is no longer that place anymore.
To be fair, Lyle, that place was old way before we got there. I'm pretty sure they were knocking it down as we were like 18, 19.
But they weren't knocking it down; it just fell down at some point.
Okay.
Like-
Okay.
Like, luckily, the cart that Mark drove around to pick up the golf balls didn't fall apart.
No.
Because it was just Mark on a bicycle.
Originally, it was a tractor. I actually learned how to drive a tractor there. It was awesome.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I
That-
had to gas it up with diesel and everything. It was fantastic.
Is that the reason why you joined 4-H as well?
Yeah. It just was a natural progression.
Well, that was one of the mandatory things. I mean, hey, you know, can you drive a tractor? Oh, well, that's one step
So
towards
did you
4-H.
have did the tractor have like a little like cage around it, like the Pope-mobile, or was it just all for like you just got hit with golf balls? And
Yep, it was all cage all the time.
I was gonna say, man. If it wasn't, I was gonna say,
Little
damn, you were
mesh. It was little
hardcore.
mesh wiring.
Hell in a cell.
Yeah, the
Right.
cage was actually little mesh wiring, and then eventually we moved to a golf cart that also had like an actual cage,
So,
like a
so
steel
what,
cage.
what did it
match
seem
kind
like?
of cage.
Did the mesh get hit several times when you were driving it? It must have.
Oh yeah, all the time.
What did
One
it sound
time-
like? What was it like, man? It must have felt like you were under fire.
At first, it was a little like you jump a little bit, but then you came to expect it. Because,
So
I mean,
just
there were
like
never
being
really
under
that many
fire, you
people there.
old soldier, you. Just like being under.
yeah, but you can
Exactly.
you could normally pick up that it was on its way when the two guys were high-fiving each other.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get yeah! Woo! That made him jump. Woo!
And also, to be fair, at that driving range, there wasn't many people there.
No, there were not that many people there. So
That was
I mean, what there was one time I did actually get the golf cart stuck in a sand trap and had to get out and push it. That was scary. Then you're really under fire.
Oh yeah, you open yourself up.
Did you lay down in the sand trap and start lobbing golf balls back at
Call in air support! Call in air support! We need air support now!
It's probably a good thing that they didn't have a batting cage attached to it, because then you were just taking a bat and just started hitting it back at him. And
That's what he should have done. He should have had a baseball bat with him anyway and just start whap. Fire him back at him. Oh, you think it's funny, huh?
Then he had golf balls landing on aviation as people are trying to get to the airport, and it just makes them freak out even more. Ah! There's just golf balls landing on the area. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. Those were good times back in the day there,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Mark.
Yes, they were.
Yeah,
Those were great times. Never to be had again, ever.
The best
Ever
of
again.
times.
No, the best of times and the blurst of times.
I mean, we went so far when we were in high school to we had our own tour championship series, mini golf. It was fantastic.
I'll bet.
Do you wait until the day it rained to play the British Open?
No, the British Open was always at the other golf course by the airport because there were no obstacles. It was just all flat.
Yeah, but that course was on a hill.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the British Open. There's no obstacles. You just hit it.
That's
It's like Scotland.
Smart. That's smart. Yeah, I agree.
I say we do that after the baseball portion of the Big Stand Invitational. We do the mini golf version.
Oh, up and down in Anne Arundel County, all the mini golf courses.
Oh, the mini golf. Me and Johnny were thinking about this during the original Big Stand Invitational. I think there's like only 4. We were trying to think about all the mini putt golf courses in Anne Arundel County. That's not that
Yeah,
many.
I can't think of any more than 4.
That's
Well,
all.
let's see. We got Nighthawk.
I
We got
feel
Nighthawk.
like
We got the one in Pasadena.
Yeah.
There's the one. There's the one by the airport.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's
And
that's
then
3.
where's the other one that you know of?
I just gave it a 4th because I figured there was another one there somewhere.
There had to be, or something around Annapolis.
I
Oh,
was
Severna
thinking
Park. Severna Park.
Oh yeah, Severna Park.
Oh, yeah.
We just passed that one. Yeah. So those might be all 4.
Emily, we might have
hit
hit them all, ladies and gentlemen. Mini golf in Anne Arundel County.
We could definitely do all those in one day.
Oh, please. We could find a way to steal balls and go from there. We got hold on. Oh no, that's not Anne Arundel County. Although Laurel is in that weird zone where it's in 7 different counties.
Ooh.
But we got Pasadena. Jump to miniature golf. Why not? Anne Arundel County, Anne Arundel County Guide, Anne Arundel Golf, BWI Golf Center, and Pasadena Golf Center. They don't have Nighthawk in here. Anne Arundel Golf.
Crawford's part of Anne Arundel County.
And how? Also, Glen Burnie Town Center ice skating starts at November 1st, ladies and gentlemen. If you're scoring at home or even if you're alone.
Ooh.
where
There's
the
not
hell's
a chance there's going to be an ice rink in November 1st.
0% chance. Where the hell is? Oh, that's the same one as that, right?
Is that where they're playing the Winter Classic?
I hope so. That'd be great. I, for one, would welcome that.
But I could walk if I really wanted to.
Exactly, and it'd probably be. Wait a minute. Glen Burnie Golf Center, is that the one you used to work at, Mark?
No, that was BWI.
Yeah, those I don't remember what it was called.
Glen Burnie Golf Center is the one that's on Dorsey.
The Anne Arundel County Guide, which I don't think is official whatsoever.
Has it been updated in 25 years?
6930 Aviation Boulevard. Yeah, the 7-Eleven. They still have the old. They still have the old golf course as an attraction.
Wow.
We should
Mini
show
golf.
up with our putters at 7-Eleven and be like, I thought this was a mini golf course.
You know what? We should just go in there. Hey, can we play through, guys? All right, cool. Thanks.
Unbelievable.
Just hit it off a big bite. All right, guys. Thanks.
So
Appreciate
Slurpee
it.
machine.
Yeah. All right, so we got Anne Arundel Golf Course, which is the airport, Pasadena, Nighthawk, Severna Park, and Laurel, depending upon where Laurel is, because the city of Laurel is actually in PG, Howard, and Anne Arundel counties. So we basically have to get a cartographer out to see what part this lies in.
I think that's close enough.
We count it? Stan did work a little bit in PG County, so we could probably count it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, we were almost in Baltimore County for the last bowling alley.
Yeah, we kind of were, weren't we? Come on, zoom out. I'm pretty sure this is actually on the Anne Arundel County side, as Google Maps doesn't allow me to zoom out for some reason. Why would it give me city
I
boundaries?
gave Google shout out.
Yeah, it's right. By the way, it's right by Maryland City. So.
All right, that's out.
It's right by. Yeah.
I don't think we should go that south.
Yeah, it's right by. It's the 198 and 197 meet. Obviously, we do that one early in the morning.
Obviously, that should be first, and then we'll make our way back up.
Exactly. It's first. It's starting at 8 o'clock. We'll start there. Maybe just do 9 and go from there.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, just 9 holes. All right, guys. I think we've had enough here.
I mean, really, the cost effectiveness of staying, it does not outweigh the fact that we'll just do 9. It's like the executive courses.
They have 36.
It might be
hole
hard to
golf
putt with that extra weight from the vest that we're wearing. It might be hard to get
a little bit hampers a little bit. By the way, here's a fun fact for rates. $6 for 18 holes, $9 for 36.
They have 36 holes?
Apparently they have a 36-hole golf rate.
Oh, I mean,
yeah,
we might just have to go for it.
That's one hell of a golf course.
Yeah, I tell you. Also, their website's annoying because it's just a sound effect of a ball hitting the bottom of a tin, and I just want to kill it. So, yeah, so 5 if we want it. I don't know if we want it that badly. Although, we could go to the National Cryptology Museum afterwards. Cryptological Museum? Whatever that is, off at, yeah.
Is that near the Decoy Museum?
That's near the NSA. So,
the Decoy Museum is near NSA.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I'd say. By the way, NSA right by a shopping center. So there's that for you. I always love how the exit to the NSA is always closed, and yet I see people going up that off-ramp. Whatever.
They can do what they want to when they work at NSA.
That's true.
Apparently.
They just want you to think it's closed.
That's what they want you to think. Mwahaha. Anything fun and exciting happen for your birthday weekend, Johnny, as we get to that 70 minutes later?
We went out. Apparently, Mark's girlfriend, Brittany, her birthday is the same day.
Hey, funny that.
Hey.
She was not on the Wikipedia list, though. But we went out on Friday night. We took a couple shots early in the night that we probably shouldn't have.
Was that that picture of you and her?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'll drink it if you will. No, you drink it. No, I'll let you first. No, you first.
What was in that shot?
I was drunk by 11 o'clock, I think.
Sounds about right.
And they kind of just hung out the rest of the night. I don't know. We took 2 shots. One of them kind of tasted like pineapple-y, and then the other one I think was a Washington apple, which is all well and good except for the Crown Royal that's in it.
Bleh.
So yeah, that didn't help. And then I was drinking 60-minute IPA all night. So
I didn't realize you were drinking 60 all night. That's brutal.
Oh yeah, I was drinking the Dogfish Head 60 for like 4.5 hours.
Good God.
So
you had 4 of them in that time span?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Wow.
So I was pretty drunk. Mark was the smart one in the entire group though, because he got hotel rooms for everybody.
Genius.
I mean, we paid him back.
Well, that's an MVP type move right there.
It was huge.
That's veteran presence.
He did find a hotel that he had executive points at though, so he could pick up the points.
Fair. You know what? That's even more vet move.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Dare we call it brotherly love?
Yes.
I think if Mark wants to be upgraded next time he goes.
And I got a bed all to myself too.
Well, that's always
It's
good.
awesome. Tristan and McClure had to sleep together though.
They're podcast hosts. They do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a new guy cast show.
Yeah, I bet. After dark.
But it was a good weekend. It was fun.
Seemed like a hoot.
Yeah. Good times.
How
I basically got through work all day on Tuesday too without anybody knowing it was my birthday, so that was fun.
Yeah,
no one did any weird shit to my cube or anything like that. So.
I hope that's not a euphemism. To my. Yeah, I also find it hilarious that the birthday is usually the day that everyone remembers you on Facebook. That's always the hoot of a day.
Yeah, I was surprised actually that it surpassed my over/under. Like it doubled. I was like, okay, over/under maybe 40.5, right? And I had like 80 people wish me happy birthday. I was like,
wow,
crap.
wait, double the over.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't even close.
That's impressive.
But I think it's like I don't know half you people anymore.
Dude, the funniest part every year on my birthday is how I look at all the people that wish me happy birthday, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I completely forgot your birthday. Because I think I wish like 4 people happy birthday on Facebook throughout the year.
Yeah. I try to do that. I try to implement that law too. It's just like, hey, did you wish me happy birthday? Everything cool? Just gonna get backlash if I don't. Whatever. And then go from there.
Yeah.
It's also Sean O's significant other's birthday recently too.
It's 21st.
Yeah. That's right, because you two are forever linked in Sean's life, and he forgot both your birthdays.
Yep.
So that's that.
He actually texted me on Jamie's birthday and was like, "Hey, happy birthday!"
What a guy, Sean.
I talked to him for a little while though. He seems like he's doing well.
It's good. Baseball's going, it seems, and
yeah, he still has a job. He said DeMath is going well.
That's good.
Crab pole's still a thing.
He's moving on, you know, Sean.
Yeah.
He's thinking of new and improved things that he can do with high school football. So the Crab Bowl might be moving on to other people.
That's always good.
So
As it
Sean
gets
can
successful,
start something new.
Sean makes it successful, pushes it on, much like this show. It's like you guys don't need me anymore. I'll drop in every now and again, but good luck to you. God bless.
Yeah. All in all, it's been a good week.
All in all, another brick in the wall for Johnny P's life.
It's true.
Mark, outside of the shenanigans that happened this weekend, anything else going on?
Not much. Moving this weekend, which is
big
always
deal.
fun.
I will
Always.
ask you though, did you end up singing karaoke on Saturday night?
No.
Because you were all
that bar
gung
was
ho
one-
about karaoke, and we went to that bar and there was no one there.
The bar was 1 in, 1 out when I got there. Unless we went to a different bar. It's
I
very
don't know.
possible that the bar that we went to is not the bar that had karaoke, because I was just following people at that point.
Well, we walked into the bar that was across the street, and somebody was like, "Oh, this is the right bar." And we walked in, and there were like 6 people sitting at the bar.
When was there karaoke?
I don't think this is the place. I don't know. We just turned around and walked out. By that point, everybody was so drunk, it wasn't even like worth being in another bar anyway. So
Yeah. So it didn't really. For me, it was. It was a fun night, but it wasn't about me.
it wasn't. No,
It was about what Brittany wanted to do, and I'm sorry that
it wasn't about me either.
It sadly wasn't about you. I wish it could have been, but I would have had to face more music from her than from you, so I had to make a personal decision on that one.
It's true. It was a
I
good
hope
decision.
you're not upset with me.
No, I don't care.
Yeah,
You did talk me into helping you move this weekend, though, somehow. That was also a veteran move right there.
Ah,
Yeah,
very
we
well
have
played,
plenty of
Mark.
people.
Yeah.
We
I'll
have-
look after you on your birthday, Johnny. Don't you worry. And in return, you help me
Listen, but
move.
here's the caveat to this. Next weekend, however. How far is the move, Mark, for you and from where you're at?
It's just a couple miles, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. Need a get
We're
a
actually
rental truck,
just
that sort of
running
thing.
with Mark's
Rental truck.
down the street.
Yeah, yes, there will be a rental coming from Arlington to pick up all the things from Brittany's apartment, and then coming to my house, and then we were packing the mine with the stuff,
with the thing and the stuff and
and then moving it to the new place. So hopefully, and we have a lot of the smaller stuff already moved. So it's only like the beds, the desks, that kind of stuff that needs to
Your
go.
clothes rack has to move.
What's that?
Your clothes rack, that needs to move.
Where's my clothes rack? My
Right
television?
right
Yeah,
behind
it's
you.
got to go too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it. When it's a local move, yeah, move all your smaller stuff first. Do it over the course of like a week, like, oh, after work, yeah, I'll take some stuff and drop it over at the house and
Yeah.
the place. Yeah.
So that's how we've been pulling it off, and it's been going pretty well.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you that's one thing I don't miss is moving. I mean, when I was in the military, I used to move every 2 to 3 years. You got used to it after a while, but then as you got older, you just are like, oh, for God's sake, not this again. So this is the longest actually I've been living here now 13 years. It's the longest in my adult life I've lived in one place.
Yeah.
It
crazy.
officially passed that mark. Yeah, because the longest before that had been 4 years, and then it was just like, just but on average every 2 years, every 2 years, every 2 years. So fun, not really. It was okay when you were
looking
single.
I'm looking forward to the time when I don't have to move anymore.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Well, the last time we moved, when we moved here, we had to unpack the house, and it took us a solid month to do it because we were just so tired. We were just like, I don't. Okay, well, we'll just unpack this one box today. Then we'll at least feel like we accomplished something.
Yeah.
You reach that point. Whereas when you were younger and all that, you're just like, oh yeah, let's get it all. You could get it all done in a weekend, and the place is all done, and you take the time. But after a while, you're just like, oh God. Fuck this! I just want to stay in one place and never move ever. So
When I moved in here, the only thing that was in the right spot was my bed for like 2 weeks. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna live out of a bag for a while. I'm gonna have to do laundry at some point anyway. So
yeah. You wind up wearing pretty much everything that you have, and then you reach the point, well, shit, all I got left is a bathing suit, and the fuck you T-shirt, and okay, it's a laundry day.
Right. I can't
Time to set up the washer and dryer. Yeah, okay.
Can't turn my underwear inside out anymore.
Yeah, I've already done inside out and backwards. So yeah, okay, I've gotten all the wear and tear I can out of these.
Or you get really desperate, you're like, maybe I just go to Walmart and pick up a new 3-pack. That'll give me at least another couple.
it's only
of
like
days.
$10.
Exactly. Yeah, it's worth it to say
Pick some up. Just pick some up. The other ones are getting holes in it anyway.
Till I can get around to getting the washer and dryer hooked up. Yeah, sure, fine. Yeah. Which is stupid because hooking up the washer and dryer is bugger all, right? But
But it's the concept of it, Lyle.
It's just with it when you've got so many other things in your house to set up and pack, unpack, and all that when you're moving in a new place. Just something as simple as just put the washer dryer into its corner and hook it up. It just feels like a Herculean task. Yeah. It's just like, oh God, not this. On top of everything else. Jeez.
It is.
Draw the boat to Camel's back, honey.
I stopped across the street at the liquor store and got 2 6-packs of PBR, and I ordered pizza for like a week.
It's funny. The first 3 days you're in a new place, that's all you do, eh? You know, like after you're done at the end of the day, when you're done all the unpacking that you're going to do for that day. What are you going to do? Ordering a pizza. Let's get some beer. Okay, bye. Yeah.
I mean, Johnny P's location is perfect because there's so many places around that you can just get garbage food in the meantime.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Because there's like you're right by Route 3 Business, which has anything and everything you could want. Trash food.
It's time to do the business.
Oh, and then you got a fantastic giant right across the street. Just pick up a pizza and just throw it in the oven and hope for the best.
It's true.
A whole lot of stuff also down Route 3. It's great placement for Johnny.
There's a Little Caesars that's close to the house too.
Pizza,
There you
freaking
go.
hot and ready. Take it and go.
You just stop at Little Caesars on the way home from work. $5 pizza. Boom. You don't even have to cook it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wait a minute, that's bad. I'm like, no, it's already cooked, Scotty.
Yeah.
I just had a 6-minute conversation with myself.
It's not you'll like this, Scotty. So
Of course I will.
I saw that DiGiorno is now allowing you to make your own pizza. I was like,
What?
we've been doing this for 20 years. Like, why is this something new? So they give you like toppings and cheese and stuff, and you have to make your own DiGiorno pizza.
What
I'm
the
like,
hell
this
did Joe
is
Corby
like Joe
fucking
Corby.
buy Delissio? Or
know.
DiGiorno? Like,
I was-
honestly.
I was so confused.
Did they have little league teams going around giving this thing out? I mean, honestly, Kraft
No.
really needs to get their shit together.
There's not it's not for any charity, which I thought was shit too.
It's true. You know what? Listen, DiGiorno, Delissio, whatever you're calling yourself in whatever country. Here's the thing. The reason why I pick up your trash cardboard product is the fact that we don't want to have to make it. If we wanted to make it, we just go buy the ingredients while we're in the supermarket. Put your stuff together. Maybe put like a cookie or wings like you've been gimmicking up that way. Put that in the box as well. Just go about your merry way. You have one job. Make the damn pizza, put it frozen, so I just pop it in my oven. And I can taste like styrofoam, cardboard. Just awfulness put into my body, but yet I still eat it because I feel shame. That's just another thing entirely. But listen, just don't let us make our own pizza. That's all I'm asking. Because you know why? You know what we're gonna do? All the serfs are gonna figure out the ingredients are cheaper. We're gonna go and buy our own stuff. It's gonna taste better. So why do that to yourselves? Why make your profit margin shrink?
Scotty, I ask you this:
What
if the pizza is on a bagel?
See now. I still think we could buy cheaper pizza bagels, and on the full size, not on that little dinky size.
What
we go buy our own bagels. Boom! You already got 2 bagels right there at half the price. You got all the sauce. You put the sauce there. I gotta go, whoosh, and away you go.
Did
So-
Joe Corby ever open up stores where they sold the ingredients that you could make your own pizzas, or were
No,
they
but-
only fundraisers?
I think they were only fundraisers. to be
I
quite
think he
honest.
was missing a gold mine.
He was. There is places out here in the West Coast called the Papa Murphy's.
Oh yes, yeah.
You know
Go ahead.
these, Lyle?
Yes, from my time living out in the West. Yes.
The take and bake pizza where you order it and then they make it up for you. They vacuum wrap it and you pick it up, and it's basically like a carry out Delissio or DiGiorno.
But better.
Yeah, a little bit better. Depending on who cooks it too. That's also
that's
Yeah. Do they cook it for you and then you have to put it in the oven when you get home?
No,
Or
no, they
it's
just
like
keep
a
it cold.
frozen pizza that's not frozen.
It's essentially they make it for you and they're like, all right, we're gonna vacuum wrap this. You take it home and cook it. It's gonna be $14.
Which is ironic because it's gonna be $14 for something
I don't
you
know,
have to
whatever.
cook yourself.
Not that much.
The funny part is that every frozen pizza it says explicitly on the back of the box, "Do not thaw out."
Listen, things happen.
Yeah, but the difference is the Papa Murphy one though are fresh. It's fresh
Yeah.
frozen. So yeah, that's the difference. because the other ones are treated with chemicals. Delicious
Yes.
chemicals.
I love
preservatives,
chemicals.
Which if you defrost, then leak out onto your counter, and then you get to see what you're actually consuming and become immediately horrified.
So we bake it off when we put it in the oven.
Exactly. Yes. It magically evaporates, but if
No,
you
yeah,
leave it
there's
set,
food.
it oozes out onto your counter and just looks horrible.
Yeah, that's weird. I would not want that to happen.
Any of you guys ever do the frozen pizza and you forget that there's a cardboard piece underneath of it and you stick it in the oven and you cook? I have been lucky. I have not set my house on fire. Let me tell you, I've done that. I've gotten in recent years. I've gotten much better. I go, okay, I'll check and make sure that this isn't one of those ones with the cardboard thing underneath of it, because so I turn it on. And, what the hell's that smell?
What kind of state of mind were you in when you were cooking this pizza?
Stone cold sober. That's the frightening thing. I would love to say I was drunk out of my mind. And no, stone cold sober and rational. And look, what the hell? And then my wife, honey. And then until finally got to the point, Lyle, God damn it, I told you to check and make sure. she God bless her, she has the patience of a saint, but like anybody, she'll finally reach that level of the patron saint of lost causes. And hello. But eventually even she reaches the point where, when I hear God damn it, Lyle, yeah, she's reached the level of patience. Yeah, that is my first clue. Yes.
By the way, there are 5 stores in Alberta, thank goodness. The closest one to me though is either Edmonton or Lethbridge, so it's 3 hours either way to get this pizza.
They don't have any in Calgary. I could have sworn that they had it in Calgary.
Nah, it doesn't look like it anymore.
Maybe. Well, of course, I'm talking in the way back times when I lived in Calgary. I had heard of Papa Murphy's though.
Do Papa Murphy's deliver? No, it's take and bake pizza.
Take and bake.
That is that's their gimmick. Looking, we don't do anything except for make the damn thing. You do the rest of it, jerk. Pretty sure that's all. You make the rest of it, jerk.
Jerk. What? What do you think? We're a friggin' bakery here? Come on.
Yeah. Papa Murphy's. Hey, what more do you want from us for making minimum wage?
Papa Murphy's. You're lucky we don't spit on it.
Papa Murphy's Pizza, love at 425, varying upon your oven temperature and all that other fun stuff. Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza, hey, you take it and get baked, but we're not responsible for the rest of it.
Papa Murphy's unsafe at any speed. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that doesn't quit. Okay. Maybe it does.
Papa Murphy's Pizza,
Once again, Scotty for the win. Yes.
What do you want from us?
It's an image of a guy in a baker's hat shrugging.
It's the guy in the pizza box, but instead of tossing the pizza up, he's just...
That's good.
Oh man, I am going to miss this over the next couple of weeks. But thank you, Scott. By the way, Scotty, thank you for sending me all those clips of the big stand invitation.
I only sent you 2 because it was taking forever to send that shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the rest on the Ubity tubes and have it like unlisted, and then just send you the links to that because I think it's probably a little bit easier.
That'd probably be a little easier because I saw them all in different things. I hadn't had a chance to open it because, as I said, I'm going to wait and do that next week when I have more time.
It'll be
and I just thought, oh look, he sent like all of them. And I thought like, oh look, he sent all of them. So
no, I sent you maybe 2 alleys. I think I sent you Greenway, which is separated in like 4 different parts, and then I sent you Annapolis. And I think that's all I sent. But yeah, I'm going to upload it to YouTube and leave it unlisted.
The best part is going to be listening to the music and how it gets different from alley to alley.
The music selections were the best.
Yeah.
If nothing else. By the way, I want to give props to Mark because I didn't watch. I was out getting the beer when Mark made that incredible spare at the Olympicum thing where he just split it one, went over top of the other end.
Yeah, that was the loop-de-loop spare.
The loop-de-loop. I'm just like, oh, that was tremendous. How did I miss that? Oh, that's right, I was buying beer.
That was awesome.
At 11:30 in the morning.
Hey, come on. It's afternoon somewhere in the world.
This was the last alley, Johnny. We were well past 11.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's a fun time. If you guys want to go to our YouTube page and check out the highlights of all the six we were able to get video of. 7 if I figure out a way how to unfuck this disc. I'm pretty sure taking my penis out of the hole will help.
Yeah.
But
The Big Stand Invitational. Better bowling than it seems.
yeah, Big Stand Invitational. We got bored one day.
No. Actually, as I said, the bowling was quite good. The clips that I saw, it was quite good.
Oh yeah, no.
A lot of spares though. Lot of spares. There's that one clip where it's like you said, yeah, it was just that.
That 9-a-thon at the at Pasadena.
All I can think of.
I like the montage that you made of all the 9s, and we're like, another 9.
Oh man, and all I could think of was the Beatles' Revolution 9 at number 9, number 9. We are standing still, number 9, number 9. Because it's just like, damn, 9 again, damn, 9 again, 9 again. Wasn't that the one where you dropped to your knees in frustration, Mark, at one point? You just
that was actually Annapolis. That was our.
Oh right, yeah.
That alley that I had all the 9s. Mark had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10 frames. Half his balls were first ball 9s.
Oh,
Jesus!
Don't talk about my balls like that.
What was the problem there, Mark? At that point, was it just the spin, or the alley, or?
I'm gonna blame the alley.
You're gonna blame the alley? Okay. When in doubt, blame the alley. Listen,
like the last
this never
one,
happened to me in the other 8 alleys I was in.
And then there's a video that comes up of Mark in the other 8 alleys. 9! Damn it!
To be fair, the next alley we went to, Mark had 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 first ball 9s.
Yeah, I have all the
And he
stats
had
somewhere.
3 straight at the end. 3 straight at the end, and didn't pick up the spare. So that was.
I was planning on trying to make a do some analytics with the stat.
It's ball possession. I'm telling you, ball possession is more important. Ball possession is more important than actual strikes.
The next frame, bowling alley number 7, Mark had 4. Count them 4 again. First ball 9s. Then we went to duck pin. And then the surprise duck pin happened, and Mark got 2 first ball 9s. And then the last one, he had 2 first ball 9s at duck pin.
Wow.
You know what? I mean, what really made up the difference was the left-handed ball that I threw and
that was crucial.
Yeah.
That was very crucial on your part because that was the only mark you had until the 10th frame.
That's true.
And you picked it up big time because you doubled it up with another 9 on the ball afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times had by all. So I gotta find a way to make that into a playlist too, and then just people can watch it in succession.
Of all the 9s.
Oh my God! If I could get all the 9s on video.
Are you gonna make a montage of all of
I'm not that good at video editing.
Oh no! And you set it to 99 Luftballons.
Oh, perfect.
99 Luftballons.
Songs with 9s.
Songs with 9s in them.
Let's see.
There's a lot of German songs probably in the show with 9s in it. That's what the alley.
9! Nick Station 9!
Of course, you have. The 9/11 was an inside job by the Star Fucking Hipsters. What a great band name. 9 to 5 by Melancholy, Cloud 9 by George Harrison, Cloud 9 by Evanescence, Cloud 9 by The Temptations, Cloud number 9 by Bryan Adams, Engine number 9 by Roger Miller, Love Potion number 9.
Oh, there you go.
Love Potion number 9 in general, I think, should just be the thing of the day. 9 Tonight by Bob Seger, Revolution 9 by the Beatles.
The one I already referenced. Yep.
Who Has 9 by Wire. That should be.
There you go. That sounds better.
Or Hank Snow's classic. Hank Snow's classic. The Wreck of the Number 9.
The Wreck of the Number 9.
So
there you go.
A lot of songs with numbers in them. None of which are any good. All of them are terrible.
Horrible.
All of your numbers
horrible.
songs are awful.
Were there 9 songs with number 9?
Oh, there's several number 9. I just picked out the ones that looked fancy.
I got you. You're so fancy.
Exactly. First things first on the Royal Rush.
Speaking
I love
of,
when Iggy Azalea was in White Girls. Yes, John.
Nice. Speaking of fancy, the new Weird Al Yankovic CD looks fantastic.
Oh man, that is terrific. That is terrific.
He does fancy. He does a lot of like the new pop songs.
But he also wrote one called Sports Song, which is fantastic. You must check it out. It is fantastic.
All right.
I've never have nor will I be a Weird Al Yankovic fan. For some reason,
each their own. I always enjoyed the Weird Al. I always enjoyed the Weird Al. That's just me.
It's like, okay, we get married. There's a couple, obviously, the hits, and it's just like afterwards, like, okay, well, I think I grew out of my parody song. I think when I rebound to 30, when I reach a new demographic, as I'll call a monumental birthday.
See, that's what you got to call it from now on.
Exactly. When I go into the new demographic, I'm pretty sure that I'll be all right at that point. So
I always liked the polka songs that he did that were like pop hits. Like, they were good.
The montage that he does?
Yeah.
Montage! Speaking of bolting into a new demographic, that's what the Toronto Maple Leafs are doing by hiring a 28-year-old as their assistant general manager. Kyle Dubas, the wunderkind of the hockey world, one of the youngest GMs in the OHL history at age 25 when he commanded the Sault Greyhounds, first started there in 2011, is now the assistant general manager after Claude Loisel and Dave Poulin, fired by your Maple Leafs. And obviously, this has everybody on Twitter in uproar, and I'm pretty sure the class wars are happening between the analytic stage and the non-analytic people. I, for one, have to say that whatever side you're on, the other side is a bunch of idiots. That's the thing we can all agree on.
On Twitter, that's what it becomes. That's what it becomes. Listen, I applaud the Leafs in that regard for at least trying to inject a bit of fresh thinking into the mix. I can't help but wonder though if this kid perhaps could be groomed to become a successor for Dave Nonis if the Leafs falter once again. Because let's face it, he comes into the situation, as I said, forward-thinking guy, had success with the Sault Greyhounds. Only 28. God, when I was 28, I was drunk a lot. That's what I was. I was drunk a lot. I was overseas, yes, drunk a lot. But anyway,
that might be what he's doing with the Maple Leafs.
It could well be. It could well be. He's going to get comped a lot of drinks there. But anyway, no, but yeah, it's a fresh approach, and but like I said, the Leafs in their current incarnation, they're not his mess. They're not his Frankenstein monster. That's Dave Nonis's. If you gotta wonder if the Leafs fail to make the playoffs again, if this guy doesn't immediately get punted into Dave Nonis's job. And then sets about trying to build this team using analytics, which is starting to become a growing trend. A lot of teams are hiring, analytics gurus. Some have just started doing it. Some have been doing it for the last several seasons, and have attributed various degrees of their success to these guys. So. The Leafs were among the very last holdouts by bringing an analytics guy in. I think they're just bowing to the inevitable here. That look, we've tried ignoring analytics for years. It hasn't gotten us anywhere. So let's bring in somebody who is a guru in that category, and let's see if he can't help this team moving forward.
Should be a fun time, that's for sure. Because the big thing on him is not so much that he's also an analytics guy, but he also was the person to have the eyeball test as well. He doesn't solely rely on that analytics. That's a small part of it, but he's also smart enough to use the eye test is a big deal as well. So it's a nice little mix between the two of them. So we'll see how it
And can I just ask Scotty, is that why you're kind of down on the analytics crowd a bit? It's because do you think it's because they prefer to look just more solely on the statistics and not actually watching the players or watching the game so much?
I just hate math. That's
Okay.
really all. That's all it boils down to. There's too much math in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's the exact reason why I hate all the advanced stats. Is because there are too many people that just rely on advanced stats and don't have any intuition about the game itself.
And they can be misleading. Advanced stats can, like any stat, they can be misleading. I mean, you look at some of the best puck possession teams, and I'm just going to very, very quickly just pull this up because, as I've said before, first of all, let me just say right
like
off
the
the bat,
Netherlands, they're a
Yeah.
very good puck possession team.
Yeah, but honestly, I mean, I've said before. I mean, I embrace analytics, but I don't consider them to be the end all and be all. I think if you're trying to build a team just solely on analytics, that you're setting yourself up for a problem. I mean, right off the bat, if you look at the best analytic, the teams that were the best puck possession teams, you look like Los Angeles is at the tops of the list, the Blackhawks, the Sharks, the Bruins. Okay, so not a surprise there. All four of those teams made the playoffs. Oh yay! Fifth, the New Jersey Devils, who didn't make the playoffs. Eighth, the Vancouver Canucks didn't make the playoffs. 13th, Ottawa Senators didn't make the playoffs. 14th, Predators didn't make the playoffs. And so it goes, And then you look at a team like the Colorado Avalanche, terrific, a team with terrific young talent. 27th in puck possession. This was a team that was among the top teams in the Western Conference and was participated in what I thought was a very thrilling playoff series against the Minnesota Wild. Now, to be fair, there is truth in that in the fact that they were a lousy puck possession team and that their goaltending did bail them out a lot. I mean, no other goaltender in the NHL faced more shots against last season than Semyon Varlamov, so there is some truth to that. But you see teams like the Philadelphia Flyers, the Montreal Canadiens, the Minnesota Wild, a team that you would expect to be a better puck possession team, more defensively sound. They're all down in the bottom half of the list, yet those teams all made the playoffs. So, you just can't take it as just an end-all and be-all. Sometimes there's reasons why. I mean, you can say, well, the teams, like I said, like Montreal and those other clubs that I mentioned that were in the lower part, well, yeah, they relied on outstanding goaltending. Okay, so why didn't the New Jersey Devils not make the playoffs? They were a terrific puck possession team. Why didn't they make the playoffs? Because they couldn't put the puck in the goddamn net. That's why, especially in overtime or in a shootout.
I just think that this whole thing is there's too much math. Way too much. That's why I did.
Trying to become the wave of the future there, Scotty.
Yeah, no, it's not. Not if I have anything to say about it. I will bring this.
We really don't have anything to say about it, but we'll try.
I will single-handedly bring this analytics ship to the ground.
How, Scotty? How?
All he has to do is pull a 9 out of the middle.
Exactly. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? You don't have your 9. Suck it, fuckers.
I will say this though: analytics, advanced stats are damn sight better than plus minus. Plus minus has got to be one of the most useful stats in the NHL. It really...
Yeah, but it's just as useless as possession.
No. You look at a guy like Nicholas Lidstrom. If he's a -2, if you based it solely on that, you'd say, what a lousy player, what a lousy defenseman. Yet everybody knows Nick Lidstrom was not a lousy defenseman at all.
So if he didn't have any possession, then you would think he was a lousy defenseman too.
But that's the thing. He's going to have possession because he's a defenseman and he was a great one at that. It's like I said. It just goes with the whole thing. Advanced stats is a very useful tool, but it is not, as I said, an end all or be all. It's part of the equation. I happen to think it's much better than plus minus, because plus minus can be very misleading. You can have great defensemen playing on horrible teams. I mean, Shea Weber is among the NHL's elite defensemen. He was, I believe, a -2 this year. If you based his performance solely on plus minus, you go, wow, what a horrible defenseman he is. When in fact he's not a horrible defenseman. He's a terrific defenseman. So his puck possession numbers are better than what plus minus indicates. So I would chuck plus minus out the window entirely.
Mm-hmm. It's a good stat for fantasy.
It's great stuff for fantasy.
Love is just a fantasy.
That and face-off wins.
That's true. Face-off wins is good too. My takeaway is that Kyle Dubas, 28 years old. I get when the players are younger than me, but now when the assistant general managers are starting to get younger than me, that's when it's bullshit.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how things work out though with him. Because you got to wonder if how much input he's going to actually have, what the relationship's going to be with Dave Nonis. Is Dave Nonis actually, sort of on board with this sort of thing and with the changes? As I said, it creates an interesting dynamic because, of course, as I said, the kid's just sitting there too. Could be considered a likely successor for Nonis if the Leafs fall on their face again. So, as I said, yeah, but. Then again, the whole team, the whole the coaching staff except for the head coach, is all changed as well. So I mean, you can definitely see the writing on the wall with Nonis and Randy Carlyle, the head coach, with the people that have been brought in as their assistants. It's like this team better get better because these guys sitting here are going to take your jobs.
Indeed.
And scene.
A little bit of kind of injury news. Corey Sarge, multiple broken vertebrae and a case of road rash after a cycling incident in Invermere, British Columbia. Airlifted to a Calgary hospital and said he's going to be he's happy to be here and most likely make a full recovery.
It sounded like a cycling injury as soon as you started talking about it.
Yeah, no. He was just walking and he just fell over and multiple broken vertebrae and road rash because he just kept going downhill.
Oh.
It also sort of sounded like a stand-up routine for a second there.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Happy to be here, guys. Happy to be here. Going to make a full recovery. What else is in the news today?
Ryan O'Reilly and the Avalanche did not go to arbitration today.
You're killing it. You're killing it. We're going to talk about that later.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see the rundown. I'm sorry.
Yes, I forgot you were coming on the
You
first hour.
you threw that out there, kind of like an open-ended question. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't.
And this is why Lyle never is on in the first hour.
Exactly. I'm firing our
son of a bitch.
You should drink more, Lyle. That way you'll
Good
be
idea.
more distracted
Just
to do
like
more.
us. Speaking of drinking more, that's what some Panthers fans might have to do after this whole consultant thing is going down because the mayor of Broward County, I don't know if that's the actual part of it, whatever, there's a council, apparently they're going to have a nice little consultant look at the feasibility of allowing the Panthers to get out of their lease and move elsewhere. Apparently, the Panthers have been asking for an $80 million rent reduction on their lease at the BB&T Center. Their share of the arena debt funded by $4.5 million a year in tourist tax. So essentially, what's going to happen is they're going to have a consultant to figure out, hey, the county owns the arena anyway. They're going to be $250 million in debt whether the Panthers stay or go, and figure out, hey, if it's better to let the Panthers go, just let them go. So we'll see how this whole thing.
I think we could tell them which is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
they
just
pay us.
Hey, there's 3 cities that are just ready, willing, and waiting to take on an NHL franchise.
All right, listen, Kansas City, this is your turn to strike.
The Kansas City strike. There you go. That's what they'll be called.
You know, it'd be great if at the draft next year, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last time any Panther-related activity will happen in this building. All right. All right.
Can you
The
imagine?
team's already moved.
Yeah. Gary Bettman steps to the rostrum. We have a move to announce.
At the end of it, after the old guy gets done doing rounds 2 through 7, Bettman comes down. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a move to announce. We're moving this team the hell out of here. Everyone pick up a piece of the thing. Let's go. Let's wreck this place.
Yeah.
And it turns into just everyone takes a seat. And
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Isn't that the reason they put the 2 Florida teams in the Northeast Division?
Well, I think just they didn't have it. They didn't want to break up any rivalries. At least Florida, the reason is there. Tampa is actually a feasible.
That's true. They might stay for a while.
Oh, Tampa's staying.
In the tractor beam division.
The tractor
Well,
beam.
after the guy from 2.5 Men couldn't ruin it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I think these guys are on good footing. So
right.
there's that. By the way, the mayor, her Twitter handle is @bestmom39. I'm like, that's pretty
That's pretty. First off, very pompous. Second off, you should have a mayoral thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Well, she wants to let everyone know she's the best mom.
I guess so.
And she may
apparently
or may not be 39. Maybe
apparently
she's a big Dominic Hasek fan.
Not mothering the team very well. So there's that. By the way, kids, if you're scoring at home, let me see if I can find the actual. We'll go with this. We'll go with the SI. Speaking of more arena news, possible open meeting violation last year could force the Coyotes to relocate. We're coming back, baby. Here we go.
Yeah. It is not. It's been written into the NHL bylaws since 2009. It cannot officially be considered summer until the Coyotes are under threat of leaving. It's in the rules. It's in the rules.
According to a report from the Arizona Republic, a previous undisclosed meeting of city council members and Arizona Coyotes attorneys last June may have violated Arizona's open meeting law and revealed key information to Coyotes about the city negotiation policy. Glendale Mayor Jerry Wieters has asked the state's attorney's office to investigate. Oh boy, howdy! And if any violations of the open meeting law can rescind actions taken by elected officials, which could potentially void the $225 million financial commitment that Glendale put to the Arizona Coyotes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's back. Where are the Coyotes going to go? Here we go, baby.
Question.
This thing's like a vampire, man.
Is this an effective use of anyone's time?
Nope.
No.
Like, who sat here for the last year, like, looking over the...
last 5 years.
Like, loophole. There's gotta be a loophole here. Where's the... Oh my God! There's this thing that no one cares about that I can take back to court. This is fantastic.
They're saving themselves $225 million, though.
Are you talking about the Coyotes arena lease, or are you talking about the latest Obamacare fiasco? It sounds suspiciously similar.
Very similar. It's probably the same people.
Aha! A typo! This is yeah, whatever. I'm glad I'm Canadian.
I will
when it comes to stuff like that, I'm glad I'm Canadian.
I'll only accept more Coyotes arena news if Judge Redfield T-Bomb is part of it.
Yes. Oh, yeah, he's got to be. He's got to be.
God willing.
Boy, I say, boy, what are you doing in my court in my chambers again? I say.
Deal could be voided. The Glendale City Council will then have 30 days after a violation ruling to ratify the Coyotes' deal in an open meeting.
That would.
I hope this goes on throughout the season.
It's like I said, man. Every summer since 2009, this has been going on. It's like I said. It has to be written in the NHL Constitution. It's got to be. Cannot be considered the summer, the off season, until the Coyotes are in danger of moving or losing their lease or becoming homeless.
They've already moved from Phoenix to Arizona.
That's true.
Yeah, what more do we need?
Well, I have to say the Jamie O'Neill song could become real if this term is actually violated, because there is no Arizona. They'll be moving to Kansas City. You know what? Let's put 5 teams in Kansas City. That disco ball of an arena needs to get used.
There you go.
So make that happen there. Other news includes Thomas Vanek giving testimony on a federal investigation. Did you hear about this one? Apparently he went to Rochester to testify for the federal government about a gambling ring that his name may have popped up on. His agent and him say that he has done no wrong, and he was just cooperating so he doesn't get sent out of the country. So there's that for him. Congratulations, Thomas Vanek. You had to go to Rochester for a goddamn gambling. Who goes to Rochester for a gambling case?
Well, remember this is tied into his days when he with the Rochester Americans.
Oh wow, that was years ago.
Yeah,
several years ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and of course, remember he was in Buffalo for a long time too. So.
Yeah, but we all like to forget that part. Pittsburgh Penguins hires Jacques Martin as senior advisor and Mark Recchi player development coach.
So quick, yeah. If you've got an injury, go see Dr. Recchi.
Exactly. He's also
and he'll look at you and say, "There's nothing wrong with you." yeah, you've got a concussion. Get out of my office and back on.
Down like the rest of us. I remember when Hap Day came in here and he said, "Son, put a little spit on it." don't know why he sounds like a varsity football coach.
I don't know, and I don't even recall. I don't think he's that old that he remembered that he played for Hap Day. I don't even think he even knows.
Listen.
Oh, geez, you sound awfully close to Don Cherry there, my friend. Be very careful.
When I went out there and played with Eddie Shore, good Canadian boy.
There's a Darth Vader of hockey. Let me tell all you kids out there. You think you got? Let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
Caution, it's just your bell rug. Take some Advil, put it on your damn helmet.
Let me tell you, that kid there that plays for Vancouver there, the Bisexa, let me tell you, good Canadian boy, good defenseman.
That's how every child is made.
Him and Lalongo.
Longo. I like that George Trombolopoulos almost blew up his spot and said he knows what he's doing. He just likes to gimmick. He just likes to. Who doesn't like to hear him misspell names?
Don's in the background going, George,
blowing up my spot.
Do you know how great it would be?
Everyone knows I have perfect diction and can pronounce the names properly. Do not give away my gimmick. Now, if you excuse me, I'm late for tea and crumpets.
It would be great though if like at some point they're like, yeah, we don't think that we want to keep you guys on Coach's Corner, and he's like, all right, well, I had a good run.
Oh, he probably would anyway.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well.
He's been doing it for, what, 32 years? Something like that?
Yeah, since the 1980s,
since the early 80s, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jim Peck, remember him, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, no, South Korean hockey player.
Yeah,
played for your Pittsburgh Penguins back in the day there.
2 cup rings. He has been named coach of the South Korean men's hockey team.
Hey!
As they start getting going for the Olympics in 2018 in Pyeongchang. Everybody get down tonight. Everybody Pyeongchang tonight. He will be leaving the Grand Rapids Griffins and the Detroit Red Wings organization and going to do that full time. As I still think, even though they're hosting it, they have to qualify. So I don't know how this whole thing worked. So good for them. Good luck to them. The Detroit Red Wings, speaking of which, eyeing a new arena by 2017. As they're going to put it between Midtown and downtown Detroit, Michigan, as they're going to take a lot of government money, and every time you buy a Little Caesars pizza, you're helping out the Detroit Red Wings. So there's that.
Well, I'm never buying Little Caesars.
After what happened in 1999, and says every Capitals fan everywhere.
They could just use the jobbing.com arena. Take that with them.
That's true. Jobbing.com.
Jobbing.com.
That's what I keep calling it.
Oh man, that a name that will go down in infamy.
We had some good WWF jobbing talk.
We did.
Those
Well, remember we called it the Brooklyn Brawler Arena there for the longest time. The Al Snow Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the head of the job squad.
Iron Mike Sharp Arena.
The Iron Mike Sharp Arena.
Yes. Greatest athlete.
Yeah. That's all he did was yell.
Oh, it was the best.
Oh, I know.
Good times. How about? I always like the jobbers who just had the ring jacket and they were already in the ring during the TV show and they had the bad curly mullet and just the mustache and it was just amazing. And then 17 minutes later, Mr. Perfect puts the perfect flex on him and it's done.
And it's done.
Also done, Alex Ovechkin's engagement to Maria Kirilenko. One of the lines of the day is, well, Ovechkin was denied another ring. So
that leaves the mark. He's having a crappy year, isn't he?
I thought that he was happy.
Apparently not. He's got a room without a roof, which is just a courtyard. So,
By
by the way,
Marriott?
shout out. Yeah, exactly. Shout out Courtyard by Marriott, Philly Airport. Great times there.
But
I may have killed the cab driver. Anyway,
think about it though. I mean, Ovechkin's having a crappy year this year. I mean, all that hype, with the Olympics, and they didn't even medal. Capitals didn't make the playoffs. First time in 7 years that that's happened. They didn't make the playoffs. And now his fiance breaks off their engagement.
Well,
I mean, that's the trifecta of crap right there.
it worked for Rory.
And it also worked for what's her name too. So they both won last week.
Caroline
Wozniacki.
Yes, that's it.
So you're saying that Ovi's going to have a bounce back year is what you're saying?
God willing.
I expect him to win the British Open.
All the advanced data is there. All the advanced statistics are there to support
Lyle,
our cause,
he won the green jacket last year, so why not? Lowest plus minus last year, green jacket winner, Alex Ovechkin.
Worst plus minus, but there you go. Yeah.
Worst, best. Listen, the point. It's all.
Who cares? It's
all relative.
All that math crap that the kids seem to love anyway. Who cares?
I divide it by pi.
Numbers are just imaginary anyway.
Exactly. How can numbers be imaginary? Like honestly, I didn't do too many drugs in my youth, but I'm pretty sure that they're real.
You think so?
This whole pi thing is garbage, man.
Really?
Pi is a real number. Yeah, it's not imaginary. Come on.
Hey, don't be knocking pie.
Imaginary.
As The Rock would say.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Don't you like pie?
Pie as a dessert could be the most overrated thing in my life. I despise pie.
Yeah, pie are squared. Everybody knows pie are round. I'll just shoot myself now.
I actually want to make a square pie. That'd be funny.
That'd be great if you did. Wait a
Litos
minute.
already does that. You know they don't cut corners.
Oh, that's
Hey,
true. You're right.
Do they make pies now? Litos make pie? That'd be great if they did.
Well, I mean, a pizza is a pie, is it not?
Touche. You win this round.
But they don't make squares. They make rectangles. You have to eat some of them so it turns into a square.
That is true.
In case you're wondering, and you probably weren't, Alexander Ovechkin had the second best puck possession numbers among Capitals forwards last season. The one who had the best, Mikhail Grabowski.
I was going to say Braden Holtby.
Nope.
Yeah, and
you count the times he was pulling it out of the goal.
And but here's where you guys will immediately call bullshit on puck possession numbers. The puck possession leader, Mike Green.
Sounds about right.
Which team?
See, there you go.
He also led the team in turnovers, but it's only because he had more time on the puck than everybody else. That's
Mike Green's opening the bakery is going to have turnovers as the signature meal.
But I just wanted to throw it out there. Just wanted to throw that out there. And
I'm throwing it out there. Mike Green stinks.
Throw it right back. So there you go.
Wow.
And then you guys can just throw it right back.
Are the Capitals trading Mike Green still?
No, actually, no. It's a good point you raised, but no. Apparently, the latest thing coming out of your Washington media is the Capitals. They want to keep him for next season and see how well he performs playing for Barry Trotz. So
that's not smart.
There you go. But if you are going to resign him, he's gonna have to take less money. Yeah, you're gonna have to resign him if he wants to stay.
He's a fifth defenseman.
Yeah,
he's
pretty
a 5'6" guy now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what's the point? But there you go. Apparently, they want to keep him and see how well he plays. That may be code for there's not really a good market for him right now. We're gonna wait until training camp and preseason and see if things don't open up.
I think that's code for hey. Let's see if we can drive his market value up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's say he's a possession of ours and we'd like him, and then see what more people can give us.
Oh, there you are talking possession again.
Let's see if we can get 2 bags of pucks instead of 1.
But you're right, though. Yeah, I mean, where does he fit in the system? I mean, it's going to be Niskanen and Orpik's going to be your first defense pairing.
I'd say
second pairing. Okay, because your first pairing is
Carlson.
Alzner, and Carlson. So your third pairing is what, Green and Orlov
or Erskine.
Somebody's in seventh.
Nate Thompson.
Yeah. Well, somebody's gonna have to be a seventh. I mean, really, do you want to throw Orlov to the dogs?
No, they did that last year.
Yeah. Wow. Why not do it again? Sure.
Orlov wasn't that bad last year.
No, he wasn't. We're saying they threw him to the dogs, though. I mean, look at the first half of the season. I mean, they kept him buried on the farm.
I say Orlov stays as a 5 defenseman. Erskine and Green are the guys that sub in and out for the press box.
Oh man, that ain't good.
That's gonna drive your value up, Mikey. How the mighty have fallen.
Mm.
Remember when it was Mike Green and Jeff Schultz on the blue line? Those are times, right, Caps fans?
Jeff Schultz led the league in plus minus.
Jeff Schultz, Washington Capital or Stanley Cup winner. Jeff Schultz,
who barely saw any ice time with your Los Angeles Kings, but we won't get into that.
But yet he carried it around the arena.
But he did. He carried it around. He gets his name on it.
Not necessarily.
No, he gets his name on it. The Capital. Yeah, no, the King. Yeah, and the Kings. Their thing is everybody gets their name on the cup. Every player. If you were on the team when they won the cup, you will get your name on the Stanley Cup.
Well, they have to go through the formal petition because he did not meet
Trust
the
me,
requirements.
trust me.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Oh, they
I'm
will.
sure
They're going to. Yeah. No, they will. They will.
Ugh.
I know.
One
Did
reason
he play? Did he play any playoff games for the?
Yeah.
Did he play? I don't think he played in the finals. I know he
didn't
played.
play in the finals, but he played in the playoffs because I think it was against the Ducks. I remember seeing him.
I do remember him in the playoffs, but he did not play.
Well, somebody pull up his stats and have a look for the season.
Right now. Wow, he played 7 playoff games?
Ding, ding, ding.
Amazing. He was a -1. Good job, good job, Jeff.
How many regular season games did he play for them?
0.
Oh.
He was in Manchester the whole year.
Manchester. Did he play any games in the final? In the finals?
We don't know.
Because I do know that in the NHL rules is that if you play one game in the final, you automatically would get your name on the cup.
His last game was against. Hold on. That's regular season. Where the hell is the postseason? NHL.com, you sons of bitches. No, his last game was against Chicago.
Yep.
He played 4 games against Anaheim and then 1 game against Chicago, and that was it.
He's going to have to be petitioned to get on.
But they'll petition him on because that's the way they are. See, the way the Kings do it is they have that tight cohesiveness. You know, you've got a GM who goes out of his way to try and keep the team as intact as much as possible. And this is another one of the things they do too. It's just like, okay, I know you didn't play for us during the regular season. You didn't play any in the finals, but you did play a few playoff games for us. Your name's going on the cup.
And he played significant minutes too. I mean, I'm looking at these time on ice. The last game against Chicago, he played 17 minutes. The game before that, he played Game 7 in Anaheim, 20 minutes. Game 6, 21 minutes.
Those aren't like
so he played
jobber minutes. That's not like only 5 shifts and you're done. Like Did
they have an injury during?
I believe they did. Was it Robin Regeer?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I know Regeer was hurt for a while. And they jostled around a little bit. But anyway.
Where was stats at Manchester? I love to see his Manchester stats. Manchester Orchestra all day, every day.
Manchester United.
With their big Chevy logo jerseys.
Oh, those are the best, aren't they? Holy Jesus, it's like a NASCAR. It's like a NASCAR thing, guys. Come on, you sons of bitches. Where is it at? Why don't you have the stats up, you pieces of garbage? Hockey reference, my ass. Leaves of grass, my ass. By the way, Jeff Schultz's first NHL game was May 6th, 2014. That was his first NHL game of the year. Oh, boy. Where's this? Come on, Manchester. Manchester Monarchs, 2 goals, 11 assists in 67 games in Manchester, plus 10 in 32 penalty minutes for Jeffrey Jermaine Schultz. I don't know if that's his middle name. We're just going to go with it, though. Jermaine is a great name, and it's alliteration. All right. Arbitration's not a thing anymore. The hell with it. We're not even going to talk about arbitration because no one's going to it. As Lyle alluded to in hour 1 of the marathon show, Ryan O'Reilly, 2-year deal, Colorado worth $12 million, and then Antoine Roussel, 4-year deal with the Dallas Stars worth a number of monies. Lyle, let's talk about, obviously, Ryan O'Reilly was going to be the contention one. That's going to be the one. Even last week, you said, hey, this is going to be the one we're going to talk about. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to come. He signed before it.
Yep.
Well.
What the hell happened? Oh, yeah, because that was the whole build-up. The whole thing was just, no, they're too far apart. He wants $6.75 million. The Avs only want to give him 5.5. No way, not going to happen. Blah blah blah. Yep, heading for arbitration. Bang. 2-year deal that works out to be $6 million a season. It's an interesting twist. This might actually. I've heard the suggestion made. Well, this is just they get it done and then they'll try and trade him later on. But given how contentious things were. between the two camps before. The fact that they were actually able to reach an agreement on a number in the middle for $6 million, which is something I had suggested months before, that this would probably be the best way to sort it out. Put him on a short-term deal, 2-3 years, $6 million a season, so he's not making more than Matt Duchene. You know, that this could be something that, you know, in 2 years' time could lead to him getting a longer-term deal for $6.5 million a season, because, you know, by that point he could be, you know, considerably, you know, further along in his development, and would be more deserving of that kind of coin. And of course, by that point, yes, Matt Duchene's locked in at $6 million until I think 2018 or 2019. But the point is, by that point, though, the cap will be much higher, and he'll be able to make much more, and there you'll go. So I think this probably is a significant first step toward keeping him with the Avalanche, you know, for the long term.
Well, God willing for that team, because yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
Well, they already lost. Yeah, they lost Stastny, so.
Mm-hmm. You have to have him around. So hey, good for him. And Antoine Roussel, you know, good deal for him.
Hey, for a guy who was undrafted, I mean, you know, yeah, he actually, you know, he's that prototype of the type of enforcer that they want to see in the NHL now. It's not just enough that you can drop your gloves, beat the shit out of somebody. You've got to be able to play a regular shift, and you've got to be able to contribute in other ways. He had like 15 goals, 31 points, I believe, last season. Those are respectable numbers for a guy who also had over 200 penalty minutes.
Yeah, for a guy who also is on a team that goal scoring, aside from Ben and Sagan, a little scarce, I guess.
Oh, last season, yeah, definitely. Now, whether his numbers are going to drop because they've brought in you know, better scorers in Spezza and Hemsky, I mean, that remains to be seen. But if not, listen, I think it's a good deal, and he's you know, proven to be a good addition. Again, like I said, he's that prototype of the type of enforcer they want to see in the NHL. Somebody who will drop the gloves but can also play a regular shift, take a regular role, both regular season and postseason. So you know, yeah, if you know, if you're looking for that type forward, Roussel is your prototype.
Is there any other arbitration cases aside from PK's?
Yeah, PK's is pretty much the big one, and you know, I will be stunned if that one actually goes before arbitration. You know, both sides are going to go negotiate right up to the last minute, because that just seems to be the ongoing trend. The only case that I saw that I fully expected to go to arbitration was the O'Reilly one, because of all the bad blood and you know, the distance apart they were. But you know, distance apart in salary now doesn't mean jack. I mean, you look earlier in the week, Cody Franson, you know, before his case went to arbitration, they were reportedly $2.2 million apart. He wanted 4.2 mil. The Leafs were countering with $2 million a season. He winds up with 3.3 on the morning that he's supposed to go in for arbitration. So, you know, this all winds up being kind of brinksmanship, and then somebody usually blinks at the last moment, usually the player, because they don't want to go through that, you know, that humiliating process. And for somebody like Subban, who is, you know, I'm going to say it, the most electrifying player in NHL entertainment today, you know, well, hey, I mean, you know, give it up to the guy, you know. Canadian, he's definitely the Canadians' best defenseman. Norris Trophy winner. You will drop the people's elbow, as Johnny is indicating, if you're not careful. But somewhere between 7.5 and 8.5 mil a season on an 8-year deal is what I see him getting, and I don't see this thing going for arbitration. Whatever's the ones that are left, I think the most significant one is Derek Brassard on, I think, next week, the 28th, I believe he goes in, is when his is due. But again, that's another one that I see being resolved before then. So at this point, you know, it's not looking like anybody's going to wind up going to arbitration. That being said, there might be one which surprises us, but I definitely don't see it being Subban, and I'd be very surprised if it's Derek Brassard.
Yeah, the Rangers signing a lot of people. Chris Kreider signed today.
No surprise there, yeah.
2-year deal. Also, the Rangers, yeah, Zuccarello, and then Lee Stempniak as well. They bring him into the fold.
Yep.
So look at the Rangers going ahead and getting some stuff done. So there's that. Toronto signed David Booth. I guess analytically he is the best hunter in the league. So
hey, this puts me in mind of their signing Mason Raymond last year. Pretty much along the same sort of thing. It was a 1-year deal. Mason Raymond was pretty much in the same boat. He's a guy who, you know, had a lot of talent, but, you know, struggled through injuries. was let go by the Vancouver Canucks again. Nice little coincidence there. The Leafs signed Mason Raymond to, I think, 1 year, $1.75 million, something like that. He goes, has a decent season, and parlayed that into a good little contract with the Calgary Flames. So with David Booth, I mean, it's not a question of if does Booth have the talent. He does. It's can he stay healthy. If he can put together a healthy season with the Leafs this season, this is a guy who's capable of 20, 25 goals, 40, 45 points. Again, a good little he'll be a good depth pickup for them. And if he's sidelined again by injuries or hampered, hey, you only invested $1 million in him. So I think it's a worthwhile gamble for the Leafs.
So that means the Flames are going to sign him next year. Great.
$5.5 million on a 7-year deal. Yeah.
Oh, of course, because they need to get to the floor.
I normally just take a couple shots.
Well, that's true too. Whatever the hell you had to drink at this weekend. Here's my interesting question about this, and we'll get. Do you have any more signings before we? I want to double back to the Toronto Maple Leafs moves. All right, cool.
No.
Cool, great. What? It almost seems odd that they would go late into the season, or this late into the off season, firing Loisel and Poulin or whatever they were, because it almost seems that screws them completely. But obviously they'll get jobs somewhere else, right? I mean, it shouldn't take long for either of these guys to find a right. Like they weren't that. I mean, Loisel, granted, he was the one behind the old Dion Phaneuf, whatever. But are these guys? Is a guy like Claude Loisel and Dave Poulin still invaluable to some team?
Absolutely.
Who's going to pick them up, Lau?
Well, pick a team. There's a lot of teams out there that would be willing to take them on, other than the Maple Leafs, obviously.
Okay, well,
but there's a lot. but
there are
these
29 other teams to pick.
And you pick Toronto. What is wrong with you? No.
Just saying, I thought it was there.
But no, I mean these guys have a lot of front office experience. I mean, if they don't get jobs this year, they'll get some over the course of the season or next year. I mean, come on, Jacques Martin wound up getting himself, player development or whatever the heck that is that he's doing there with Pittsburgh damn near.
Senior advisor, unquote.
Quote unquote, with floppy bunny ears. Yes.
Exactly.
Senior advisor. But they'll be able to land on their feet somewhere else. I mean, as I said, they're experienced hockey guys. I mean, God knows there's enough markets there that could use them, especially struggling markets that could probably use these guys. So, again, it just seems like a kind of whether this was intended that they were going to wait until after the draft and after free agency had settled down and then look at bringing this guy in. Okay, fine, but. You have to wonder, was this sort of a knee-jerk thing, or were they, had they planned this out all along? Shanahan's kind of, he's definitely doing things his way. It's sort of.
He's being very Sinatra-like.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Dave Poulin was on the radio before that morning.
Yeah.
Talking, this is going to be
good.
Boy,
that was awkward.
Oh, boy. Half hour later, you're fired. Love, peace, and hair grease. See you later. We're bringing in a 28-year-old. We're bringing in someone
way it
younger.
always works.
Yeah, we're going to bring in someone younger to do your job.
Yeah.
What I said to my ex-wife.
Yeah. It's almost like somewhat of Office Space, isn't it? Yeah.
Listen, Dave, we love doing the interviews. We love that you went on radio, but we're gonna. Pains me. You know what? It kills me more than it kills you, man. It kills me more than it kills you.
Yeah. And meanwhile, there's Poulin going, but my stapler. That's my stapler.
I coached Notre Dame. I used to coach Notre Dame.
It's my stapler. I want my stapler back before I go. I'll burn this fucking place to the ground. Where's my stapler?
You know what? It'd be great if you did.
It'd be great.
It'd be great if you did.
My.
Any good free agents out there, Lau? I haven't seen the free agent wire. Any clearance bin items I can go get? Is there any $5 DVDs?
This is
Can I get a $5 DVD of a defenseman?
Oh God! Well, do
Can I get
you
a
like?
Tom Amansky DVD? How about that? Can I get a Tom Amansky DVD?
No.
Can I get Fred
You
McGriff
can't.
a hat?
No.
Can I get Fred McGriff with a hat just like this high off his head?
No, man.
I expect you to be a better hitter.
No, man. No. Sorry.
They have the Tom Amansky video where the kid's shooting a puck into a trash can on the other side of the rink.
Well, listen. You want to talk bargains? You want to talk bargains, Scotty? Scotty, you want to talk bargains?
You know what?
What do you say, Johnny? Johnny, do you want to talk bargains too? Mark,
Lyle?
you want
Are we
bargains?
talking about
If I got bargains for you, I'm talking real bargains here.
Let's cut to the brass tacks, Lyle.
All right.
What you need to do for me as I lounge back in my $1,700 chair, Lyle, you sell me on what you have in this clearance bin that is the NHL free agency pool.
Okay. You want bargains? You want me to sell you? I'm gonna sell you. You just chill out there, SW. You just chill out there, and I will get this all set up for you. Here you go. Yeah, here you go. Hey. Listen. Do you like a young defenseman who can move the puck well? Do you need a good young puck moving defenseman? 24 years old. We're talking 24 years old. 2 years away. He's only 2 years removed from a 41-point season. Only 24 years old. I'm talking Michael Del Zotto. Come on. He's a guy. Come on. No. But before you say no, gotta understand. This is a bargain. We're not talking big money here, baby. We're not talking big money.
What money am I talking about here?
We're okay. He was making 2.5 million. He was important. Okay. You could have him. Bring him in. Training camp invite. This is what I'm talking to you. I'm setting the table for you here right now. Training camp invitation. Bring him in. He makes your team because let's face it, your team is crap. Let's be honest. On the back end, you're missing a puck moving blue liner. That's why. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking to me, right? Am I right? Of course I'm right. I'm always right. I am always right. So there you go. You do that. We're talking $1 million. $1 million, 1 season. There you go. A show me contract. You
Still
have
$900,000 more than I want.
No. Come on, Boobala, you're insulting me. You're insulting me. Come on. Are we gonna haggle here? We're gonna haggle.
Big for that.
We're gonna haggle. Okay, you're saying 100,000. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, come on. Come up. Okay, look.
I'm not sold on Del Zaster. What else you got for me?
Okay. You don't want Del Zaster. Okay, fine. Okay, very cute. Del Zaster. Yes, very cute. You've been talking to the Predators and the Rangers again. I see. Very cute. Very good. Okay. Listen, you need a right winger. You do. You need a scoring right winger. Okay, I got a guy for you. Has a 30-goal season on his resume.
Okay.
Very, yeah. He's only 27 years old. Young guy, still has mileage on him. Right winger. I give to you, sir. I offer up to you, Devin Setoguchi. Now, before you go off, listen. This is a guy I will admit he's not an initiator, okay? He's not a guy that's going to carry your offense, but he's a complimentary player. If you got a playmaking center, put him up there. I'm telling you, Boobala, this guy can hit you 20, 25 goals again. I'm telling you, you can get him at a bargain price. What do you say?
Do you like latex? Because you're fucking me here. You're fucking me here with the latex.
How am I not giving you. How can I be fucking you?
I am giving you two guys who are in the mid-20s. Okay, couple of years removed from high point seasons. All you gotta do is plug them in. Perfect complimentary guys. We're talking 1-year deals here, baby. I'm not trying to hook you up for 5 years. Come on.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Here's a problem here.
Okay. Talk to me.
When you plug in, I got Windows 8. They're Windows ME. I can't plug it in.
No.
They're not compatible.
Okay, tell me what you need. I can help you. Just tell me what you need. You don't want Del Zotto? Fine. I can find. Listen, there's a dozen teams out there that could take him on a training camp trial. You're missing out, but I will. Listen, I respect your intelligence.
I respect you. Much respect. My Gabon. All right, listen. Up the middle. Give me something up the middle.
Give you something up the middle.
Give me
Okay.
something up the middle.
Okay, and I'm assuming that is not some kind of weird sexual metaphor that you're throwing at me here, baby. Okay. Okay. You want something?
I'd like to throw in? I have at least 2 middle infielders from the Dominican Republic. We can add to this whole mix. Straight up the middle, perfect double play combo.
Because I am Mike Gillage. So I like that idea. That can help my Tigers out. But go ahead.
Second help your Okay, you got a ball team. Okay, very good. But listen, I'm a specialist, baby. I'm a specialist. Johnny. No disrespect. I love you, brother. I do. But this is hockey we're talking here, baby. Come on, do not undercut me. Okay? Do not undercut me.
You're working well in goal, but for the Florida Panthers right now. But go
Okay.
ahead.
You need somebody at center. You need somebody at center. Okay, Bubla, listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one's got a lot of mileage on it, but he's respected, well respected, two-way player, still has decent hands. I give you from Finland. I give you Saku Koivu. Good on a one-year deal. Could be good on a one-year deal. He's got leadership, determination, experience. The kids love the Saku. They do. You get him on a one-year. You could get him on a one-year deal. You know, we'd be willing to come in at a reasonable price. Now, I mean, he made, I think, something like $3.5 million last year. That is not what we're looking for this year. Even he understands. You got to be reasonable. We could be talking maybe a deal, a one-year deal. $1.5 million base, throw in $500K for bonuses there. We could be talking something that brings it up to $2 million. There you go. Experienced guy, helps you out down the middle, plenty of experience and leadership.
You know, the first two, I was going to put two in your head. But now I think I'm going to revitalize this. Now, hold on. Here's the thing. You can get me someone on the left side. Give me
somebody on the left side.
Give me someone on the left side. You know what? I got someone too far right. I need someone on the left.
Okay. You're tired of having the Dutchie passed on the right-hand side. Okay, it's coming around to the left. Okay. Here's a guy. Okay, this one you're going to love. This one I know you're going to love. This guy, 2 Stanley Cup championships on his resume. Right. With 2 different teams. Not one, 2 different teams, my friend. 2 different teams. I mean, come on. There's Stanley Cup experience there. This guy was not a passenger. I hasten to add. He was not. What years did we talk? Oh, you seem to think I'm throwing some old stuff. Bubala, come on. We're friends here. Come on. No.
You presented me Disaster and Seguchi.
Yes, and I also tossed you Koivu, which you just took. So, there you go. This is all part of the whole bargain. Okay, left winger. We're talking 2007 for his first Stanley Cup title. 2012 for his second. So he's only 2 years removed from that. Okay. Now, are you smelling what I'm cooking so far? Okay. Do you like Aunt Jemima?
Oh my
this
God.
is not a racist question. Do you like Aunt Jemima?
I see what it is. Second off,
you can pay this guy in flipping pancakes, huh? I give you Dustin Penner.
How many?
31 years old. 31. Now, hear me out. 31 years old. Depth guy. He's not going to be in your top 2 lines. I don't expect you to put him there. Big body guy. Plays on your 3rd line. Don't even look at what he did in Washington. Don't even look at Washington. Washington was a disaster all on its own. Your team is not a disaster. No. Your team's not a disaster, Scotty. That's why I'd be offering to you. If you're the right fit. He's the right fit. Pay him in pancakes. He'd love it. How
many of these silver dollar pancakes will I have to pay him?
Again, now here's where this comes in as a beautiful thing. Okay, this is a guy who's going to be able to try and prove himself. Remember what we talked about with Disaster? Okay, well I was saying that we would do, we do a training camp invitation, make him prove himself. You come in a 1-year deal. Another thing again, you give him a $1 million base salary, throw maybe $700K at him for bonuses. You're looking at $1.7 million on a 1-year deal. Come on, the most you wind up paying for him, if he winds up being flat as a pancake, you only give him $1 million. Come on, $1 million in today's this is nothing.
The kids and drop the base a little. That was an EDM joke. Nobody got that, but I appreciate the idea. All right. You know what? 2 and 2. We got 2 and 2.
Thank you very much, sir. You see. Okay.
We got one more.
Okay.
That was beautiful. Uh-oh.
One more. I need one more guy to fill up my thing. I have a starting goalie who's a sieve. Tell me on a backup goalie that's not going to break the bank.
Oh, Bula, I have saved the best for last. I have saved the best for your last. This, I am offering you a classic. Okay? This guy,
You're gonna love him. You're gonna love him. This guy's gonna be a future Hall of Famer someday, right off the bat. He has played in 5 Stanley Cup Finals. 5. He has 3 Stanley Cup rings. He's won Olympic gold, not once but twice, my friend. But twice. Actually, I'm lying. 3 times. Oh no, only twice. I take one back. But there you go. So Olympic gold. He's won 3 Stanley Cups. Okay, this guy all-time leader in wins. I'm telling you, this guy is going to be perfect for you. Now, he's no longer capable of being a starter on a full-time basis, but if you're looking for somebody to mentor, to improve your current starting goaltender, my friend, I give you Martin Brodeur. A classic. This is a classic. You would see this in a museum, except that he still has enough mileage left to give you one more good season. He is that motivated, my friend. Do not look at the age. Never mind the age. He's like a fine wine, like a fine wine. He just needs one more shining season in the sun, my friend, like Major League. Like, remember Tom Berenger was the catcher in Major League? Come on, come on. You love Major League. You love Major League. We all love Major League. Come on.
I know I loved it.
Yeah, exactly. See, Mark is with me on this. Johnny's with me too. See, come on.
The refill.
There you go. There you go. He was there for one last shining season in the sun. This is a guy, I'm telling you, bring him in. And here's the beautiful thing. You can do a training camp tryout with this guy too, because so many teams are waiting. They're just sitting there waiting. So, listen, I know your team has a shot. Going to make the playoffs, and we all know when you get in the playoffs, you got a chance to be a contender. You could be somebody instead of bums. That's what you're not, okay? So, you wait until training camp. You invite him into camp. He will come in. You do it respectfully, though. We'll do it respectfully.
Obviously.
Hey, listen, at this point, nobody's signed him. He's going to be a little desperate anyway, so that works in our favor. My
question is this. We've got all the numbers. We've got all the people out there. What's their bowling average? I got a bowling team. I don't know what you're talking about this hockey bullshit. I don't know this hockey bullshit. I'm putting together a bowling team.
So you were looking to see who can put the ball down the middle.
And putting up a 200 average? Or?
And scene. There we go. That's how we got him. Thank you.
Very good, Lyle.
Now that you guys got through all of it, I haven't gotten past Lyle's mention about the kids loving the Saku. I don't think that's the way it works.
No. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna show up to your house soon, Lyle.
I'm glad you picked up on that one, Johnny. Nobody else made a sound. I said the kids love the Saku. Scotty's just sitting there going, Mark was just like,
we had a good flow going. I didn't want to break that up.
I said one thing about
and I saw Johnny giggling off the.
You guys were like yelling at me, so like I gotta get out of the way.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Whew, that was fun. I don't get a chance to do that. That was kind of like a little bit of Bobby Bittman with a little bit of Sid Dithers with a little bit of
it was all your SCTV fans.
all my SCTV guys. You know, Sid Melvin. Yeah. Talk to me. Anyway.
That was good. Now, the funny thing with Brodeur is that if he doesn't get if he gets a training camp tryout and he doesn't make a team, is he instantly retiring, or is he just
I think he'll still check around to see if anybody else watches. His agent says that he's willing to wait into the season if that's what it takes. But man, I just don't understand the logic of what he's doing here. I mean, how desperate do you have to feel that you have to play? You've accomplished everything. What is left? I mean, the only way I can understand what he's doing is it's just that he's just so reluctant to leave that life behind. You know what I mean? To have the career finally come to an end. I just think that he's just trying to forestall it for one more year, and I just think he's trying to tell him, just one more year. And here's the thing: 2 years ago. This shows how far his stock has dropped. 2 years ago, when he said that he was going to test the open market, and God, there was like 8 teams pounding on his door, that wanted to sign him, and then he just, once he had that leverage, then he went to Lou Lamoriello, and Lou Lam said, yep, okay, 2 years, come back. you know, and that was that. This time, you know, like hardly anything. Like this is how bad he got. He spoke with the Leafs, spoke with the Lightning, and spoke with the Penguins. The Penguins and the Lightning decided to go in different directions. The Penguins decided to go with help me out here, I forget.
I forgot too because
I know that the Lightning went with Nabokov, which really surprised me because it's like you got a chance to bring Marty Brodeur in. No, Scott Clemenson's returned to the Devils. He'll be backing up, possibly backing up Corey Schneider. Oh, jeez.
God, who is the Penguins backup?
Who?
Marc-Andre Fleury?
No. Oh, shit.
We got people yelling at the screen right now.
I know. Going, you idiots! It's this guy!
Why don't you guys tell us
Thomas
on Twitter?
Greisch.
Yes, thank you. Thomas, Grease is the word. It's the word that you heard, except we totally forgot. But yeah, so they decided to go with those options rather than bring in, a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer. Going cheap. Now, I don't know if they expected that would be too much intimidation or what it would, though. In the case of Ben Bishop, I don't think that would be at all. This is a guy who was nominated for the Vezina this year. So they decided, no, we're going to go with Evgeny Nabokov. And it's just like, whoa. And the Leafs, while the Leafs spoke with them, honestly, I think Brendan Shanahan would be interested in bringing him there. But as long as they've got...
what's his name first?
James Reimer. And until they can find a market for him, now he's got an arbitration hearing coming up, I believe, on Friday. So that one could be interesting because the Leafs then maybe it's part of their master scheme. Yes, they'll go to arbitration and then they'll walk away from the award and he'll sign with another team, thus enabling them to bring in Marty Brodeur. Ooh, no. I don't see that happening. And if they do, that is just really, really friggin' stupid. But anyway, but yeah, they if they're going to bring in Marty Brodeur, they've got to move James Reimer. So right now, there just isn't a market for him. I don't even know where he could go, even in a training camp tryout right now.
Very odd. It's going to be very fun. You know what? The Evgeny Nabokov thing is so under the radar. I forgot he even signed there.
Yeah, no, I remembered that because that one, I'm like, what, really?
Yeah, it's kind of an odd move.
They're like, okay, well, I mean, obviously they're expecting Ben Bishop to play 60, 65 games, which is fine, sure, you can throw Nabby in there for 15, 20 games, I guess, but surely to cut to, no offense to Nabokov, I mean, he was a terrific goalie in his day, but I mean, it was very painfully obvious last year that he doesn't have it anymore. So, not even as a backup, so. Anyway.
Here's the funny thing is that I'm looking at the Tampa Bay Lightning salary cap hit. Sam Gagner, who was all of 16 seconds.
Yeah.
They retained $1.6 million of his deal.
Yeah, in order to make it palatable for for your Arizona Coyotes. Yeah.
Wow, they're not even going to be a team next year. Man,
won't they feel stupid? Well, fortunately though, I think. Gagner just has 1 year left in his contract, does he not?
2 this year, next year.
Oh, I forgot that he had an extra year.
Does Kansas City have Coyotes?
We can implement them. We can move them there. By all means, like honestly, we can get some from the desert and just from up here. We'll just take them down there in a nice little shuttle, put them in a U-Haul, and away we go.
There you go. There you
go. Just have them howling at Kauffman Stadium. It'd be great. Well, there's a lot of waterfalls here. What's this team? What's this Royals team?
Bark at the moon.
By the way, I just want to say this, Arizona Coyotes fans, I feel nothing for you. I feel zero for you.
Well, unlike Scotty, I feel sorry for you guys just because you have to go through all this horse shit.
You elected these assholes. I have no problem with not caring about you. I don't know why I got so. I put a draw on my word.
Yeah,
there
you're very angry with that.
Yes.
I got
you were so impressed with the multitude of accents I was using in my used free agent sales pitch that you decided to.
We have to. Make
I did
that
like how your used free agent sales car guy was Italian.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of Italian, I guess.
It was Italian Jewish. It was
Italian Jewish, yeah. Those are the two accents that, interestingly enough, I seem to do the best, but I always end up mashing them together. I'll start out with one, and then I end up with another, and then they just mash together.
Here's
So.
the thing, Lau. For the first 7 years I've known him, I thought Johnny was Jewish.
It's
Johnny and Mark. Both of them. All the noses. I'm like, Italians are just Jewish. But not.
So throwing that out there, by the way, Sean Leahy sends me a birthday text on my birthday. He said, "Happy birthday, Mark." I sent back a text that says, "Thanks, Sean. However, this is Giuseppe's phone." And he was like, "Damn it, I'm sorry, Paisan." Greatest conversation ever.
So I can't call my character can't be Lyle Richardson, used free agent salesman. I got to come up with a.
No, you got to come up with
name.
a better.
You gotta come up with a new name, yeah.
I'll leave Scotty. You're good with that. You come up with the names. I don't know. Bobby Dithers, because
Sal. Oh God.
Sal. I'm liking
Sal
that.
name.
Sal works both. Better call Sal. Sal works.
Sal.
Sal Pitchman. There you go.
Sarah, beautiful.
Sal
Because he
Pitchman.
also works
Sal
with the Jew.
Pitchman.
Sal Pitchman, ladies and gentlemen.
Lyle Richardson is Sal Pitchman.
Sal Pitchman.
Free agent salesman.
Free agent theater.
Yep.
I
have a character finally. Yes.
Yay.
Woohoo! Sal Pitchman. I am writing that down.
I
know you are. I'm writing it down too.
I think I'm the only one who's never had a character.
I've been here all this time.
Yeah, you had the Mexican wrestler Patanzo.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was
You
gonna
had
actually bring him
Juan
on tonight.
Patanzo.
Juan
Juan P.
Patanzo was on.
That's right.
And that was also the same.
With the Lucha Libre mask.
That was also the same show that I had the stick-on mustache.
Yes.
Giuseppe.
Yes.
Because
Because he looked like a Giuseppe. With that
I might have
mustache.
to bring that back for next week.
My first thought was, he looks like a Giuseppe. Hey, what's the matter you?
Sal Pitchman is born.
Sal
Love
Pitchman.
it.
Well, I mean, considering the multitude, the plethora of characters that you have, Scotty. I mean, you know,
Shall we do a rundown?
Well, we all know that you know, Al Simmons.
We have
Al
a
Simmons
rundown of
board.
the list right here, Lyle.
Here we go.
Here we go. Of course,
Well-
Jimmy Chunky Butter.
Well, of
obviously.
course, the
Rob
chunk of butter.
Ricky, another thing. Al Seven from Moscow, Idaho.
Yep.
Mel Bjorn, the Australian Swede. Barney Mora. Bill Cosby. Jimmy Chunky Brother. Crazy Kevin Paul DuPont.
Yeah, but we both did that. But you initiated it. Yeah, we all.
One I have simply down as Black Walmart.
Yep, I remember that one. I remember that show.
And Roman Hammerlick from Prague, Indiana, who's British.
That's true.
And also Baltimore guy / Dundalk hooker / Terry Sweetums.
Yeah.
So that is my plethora of people that I have.
And we don't count the imitations of you and I doing the
Andy Rooney off?
the Andy Rooney off.
That's
Yeah,
more
'cause
of a
that's just a parody / imitation. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The one that I'm most I like I keep completely forgot about Roman Hammerlick, who's spelled Hammerlick.
Yeah.
Literally
Yes,
spelled
as he
out.
would.
And I just love that he's British from Prague, Indiana.
I still like the fact that I was there the night that Al Semin from Moscow, Moscow, Idaho was born, and he immediately became Al Semin of Al Semin Motors.
Exactly.
That was it was beautiful watching that come to
You
life.
also had the night where what was it? The night that you sang because shit. Who was it? The guy that walked on the moon who didn't walk on the moon?
Oh, Neil Armstrong, the Louis Armstrong, Tom And I think to myself, what a wonderful move. I don't do that as well as Scotty
That was
did.
a good
I
night,
know you
too.
whipped that one out. That was hilarious.
That
I
was.
can't even remember how that happened, but I sure
I
have
know,
it
Because I
somewhere.
said the wrong name.
That's right. You were talking. Yeah, you said something like, I think it was today or something like that. That Louis Armstrong walked on the moon.
I was talking about Louis Armstrong walking on the moon.
Walking on the moon.
And Scotty.
This guy's a Neil, and then
I don't know. I'm coming back, and I say to myself, what a wonderful moon. Also, I also have Johnny P's albums here as well. In this
yes.
Should we go? Let's go over this because
Johnny P, the most prolific artist you've never heard of.
Exactly. His first album is going to be called From Left to Right on Your Radio Dial.
It's still a great name, even if
I think so. Yeah.
His song list include "Hey, It's Okay, My Tractor's Not Gay," "My Wife's My Dog's Brother," "Don't Be Racist," "Edmonton to Evergreen State," "Getting My DX Stained."
Yep.
Of course, the title track "From Left to Right on Your Radio Dial," and of course the bonus track "Another Ranting Night." Johnny's second album, "Horses and Trains." You Gotta Control Your Rebounds. Screen Door on the Bottom of the Boat.
That's an ode to Flex Deal.
There would have been a. This is one of my favorite song titles because it's so goddamn long.
That's an ode to Flex Deal.
Perfect.
That's brilliant, Johnny.
Johnny P's second album has.
Excuse me a minute.
Oh God, no problem.
Lyle's falling apart.
It's fine.
He's been on the show too long.
He's finally got. It's over.
How the hell do you guys do this for 2 full hours?
I will never do 2 hours with you guys
Punch
again.
drunk, everybody. And one of the longest song, the longest song title on the second album, there would have been a hockey game, and in parentheticals, if I didn't have to go to Indiana. I think that's an ode to Mark.
That's an ode to Mark, definitely.
Definitely. It's definitely a me
Who was
song.
that? Who was that? Terre Haute?
Terre Haute. Yep.
Yeah.
Negative Panda. Odd one. Which I
Yeah.
guess the black and white are inversed.
Yep. It
Rocky Springs and Cool is another one. Black Dusty Roads is another song.
Yeah. Yeah.
White.
Actually, I think that's Scotty's track on my.
Yeah, it's
on
a special.
my,
I guess vocal on that.
Yeah.
Another one, White Upbeat Music.
Yeah.
And finally, the one that's an ode to me. Man, I wish it was 19 again in this fucking Quaker town. I don't know how that's gonna go over with the country crowd.
Yep.
But I think we got something.
True.
Now we
3
create
full albums right there. My
Yeah.
You know, if nothing else, we've created a lot of bullshit that's probably not going to see the light of day.
But we had a lot of fun
doing it.
doing
Take
it.
that away from us.
We had a lot of fun doing it.
Boy, howdy did we. And still will, because we're creeping up on 13 years.
Wow.
It'll be 13
If we
years.
ever end up getting T-shirts for the Big Stand Invitational, I want to put underneath of it, in parentheses, the only drunken thought we've ever followed through with.
Perfect. I love it. Make it so.
There you go.
In
so
italics. It has to
we're
be in
embarking
italics.
on our 13th year, 14th season coming up.
Oh, this
Scotty
again.
enjoyed that. I asked Scotty wished me happy birthday on Facebook, and I asked him if this was my 36th year and 37th season coming up.
So yeah, 13 years in just a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Friday, August 8th. It's going to be the shindig, and I'll be going out drinking in celebration. So
Cool.
should be a hoot. So Lyle, when are we going to talk to you next, boss?
Well, it won't be next week.
Right.
Obviously. August 13th, my friends.
Alrighty, so we will be 2 weeks without Lyle, and he'll come back after. That will be actually that will be our anniversary show, technically.
There we go. That'll
So
work.
we'll go and we'll have a nice little anniversary fun. But hey, Lyle, you've earned a few weeks off, more than a few weeks. But hey, you're a man dedicated to your craft, and we appreciate that. So all the best in the vacation. Thanks for hanging out with us for 2+ hours.
Always
and,
a pleasure, guys.
Rest, rejuvenate, get
Hold
yourself
on.
together.
I mean, Lyle's
What?
been here the entire show. He should be able
True.
to get shout
You get a
outs.
shout out, Lyle. You got some shout outs for us?
No. Actually, other than
every time we give you
other,
shout-outs and you
other,
don't
other-
answer.
you put me on the spot, and I'm punch drunk. Just no, just thanks for letting me play in the sandbox here for the full 2 hours, guys. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a long season, very long year. But it's been worthwhile too, and I'm looking forward to doing this all over again with a collection of star guests as our star guests, because you never know who's going to show up on our show from time to
Even
time.
if we make them up.
Yeah.
Especially if we make them up, because that's the only reason we're getting guests.
But yeah, and yeah. So just a shout out to everybody who listens to our show. Thank you very much, everyone. We do appreciate it. And it's a lot of fun to bring our demented take on the world and hockey to your doors and your interwebs every day. So other than that, that's pretty much all I got, guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks, and yeah.
2 weeks well deserved, Lyle. Thanks again,
Bon
buddy,
voyage.
and enjoy your stead away from us, and we'll be another year older by the time you get back.
Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to the time off, but you guys are not the part that I'm looking forward to spending time away from, because I enjoy hanging out with you guys.
Well, hey, we enjoy hanging out with you. So
Anyway, and on that sucky note, you guys all suck. Fuck you all, and good night.
Sal Pitchman, everybody.
Yeah.
Sal Pitchman, ladies and gentlemen, Sal Pitchman.
Talk to you in a couple weeks, Lyle.
See you later, guys.
All right, see you, Lyle.
There he goes, Lyle, for
Sal
the 2
needs to come
hours.
back every year.
Oh man, Sal Pitch. You know what? Sal Pitchman needs to come back twice a year for free agency and for trade deadline.
That's good.
So
That is
we
good.
got to make this happen. So we got to remember that. I'll put that in the annals of Face Off Hockey Show history.
Right
Sal
in the
Pitchman.
annals.
Right, annals history, annally. Anyway, all right, let's go to the shoutouts, Johnny P.
I'm going to give a shout out to everybody who wished me happy birthday. You guys don't listen to the show anyway. Sorry. I have a shout out to Simone. I know that she does listen to the show. We had an interestingly fun conversation on Saturday night that I do or do not remember.
Atta kid.
Drunkenness is fantastic, especially when you're talking to somebody when it's in the middle of their day. What else? A shout out to my new U.S. jersey that I got 25% off after the World Cup. And shout out to Mark. Mark, birthday, job thing going on.
Yeah.
Moving this weekend.
Yes.
Moving in with the Brittany. She cooks. So
She
that's
does.
good. It's a lot better than what I did. I just bought a house by myself, and I'm supposed to cook for myself. It's bullshit. I don't even know why. It was so dumb of me to move into a place by myself. And yeah, shout out to Scotty. Scotty has a new soccer jersey on its way soon.
Woo!
So, I do have a disc though.
Uh-oh.
I have to send out a disc that the Bose gave us, Mark and I, bad news today. They no longer carry the small jerseys that we ordered. So we do not have jerseys coming.
What?
So Scotty, you're the only one who's getting a Bose jersey.
Yay! How the fuck?
So,
we forgot to update our inventory, guys. Oops.
Well, no, here's the shitty part, was that I ordered it a week ago.
When did they tell you?
They couldn't have told me like more recently than a week. It took them a week to figure out they couldn't find two smalls. And I think the reason for that is because they were actually asking players if they still had their jersey from last season.
Hey guys, anybody got a small laying around? Anybody?
So they emailed me today, and they were like, "Hey, unfortunately, we do not have small any longer in the 2012-2013 jersey. We will refund your credit card." And I literally get another email within like 45 seconds that they refunded my credit card.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Scotty, you have a soccer jersey coming.
Yay!
Mark and I decided this afternoon that we don't like the new ones enough to order the actual jerseys, so I don't think we're ordering them.
So wait till next year when they go on discount.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Either they go on discount or they make better jerseys because there's all yellow ones that looks like somebody painted U.S. or a Maryland flag on top of it are dumb.
Yeah,
It needs to go all in if they're going to go Maryland flag. You got to go all in with it.
Exactly. Those guys are flags.
So I think that's all. That's all that I got. Congratulations for being the winner, Scotty. Hey,
All right.
So here's the ironic part. This is actually the first time in my life that I've ever seen a place that didn't have smalls but did have a triple extra large.
We gotta get fat people into soccer. We gotta order all these triple extra larges.
You know
Bad
what
business plan.
occurred was that they looked at it and they were like, "Shit, we don't have any smalls left." Holy fuck, we sold a triple extra large.
They were celebrating for a week.
No wonder it took them a week to get back to me. So yeah, as soon as I get it, I'll send it to you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate
No
it.
problem.
That's
No
fucking
problem.
hilarious.
You'll be the only person in Canada with a well, you'll be the only person outside of Baltimore with a Baltimore Bros jersey.
Yeah, I'll be the only one outside the 410 area code. Let's not even talk about 443 and fuck 301 or 240.
Yeah, true story. It's way too far south.
Far too south. Alrighty.
All right, that's all my shout-outs.
Thanks, buddy.
Until
Mark, let's see.
next year.
Till
Another
next-
person.
Until next year.
Yeah. I
Shout
do
out
I have a quick shout out to the 36 to 45 demographic too.
Yeah, demo.
Yes.
All right, shout out to the Bowmore, which sounds a lot like Baltimore.
Bowmore horn.
Shout out to the last
That
show
was perfect.
from here.
Yeah.
The next show will be from the new digs. However that works out.
Tay Diggs?
And what's that?
Is it going to be from Tay Diggs?
Yes. And I don't know. I guess that's about it. I don't know what else I have left to contribute. I'm tired. So
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right, buddy. All right, well, then I'll go. I'll say shout out to Johnny P on his birthday. Shout out New Demographics. Shout out Mark with the C, moving his life along like a goddamn adult he is. Shout out to the Old Bay cheese curls. Because I haven't tried them yet. I'm just
That
staring them
sounds
down.
delightful.
Hey, man, you gotta make hers yours, brother. You gotta make hers yours.
I tried. She kicked me out.
I don't know, man. I've been staring these down. I don't know if I'm brave enough to eat these, man.
Just get drunk and eat them.
That's probably what I do Friday night. So I'll do that. Shout out to bowling and shout out pricing my own bowling ball. Oh God, I'm getting too far into this fucking thing.
How much are they?
Depends. Like the low end will run you
Really
around
depends?
seven. Yeah, exactly. Long show. 70 bucks for a low end and like 250 for a high end.
That's not that bad.
Not including all the accessories like finger grips and all that stuff that you put into it, but not terrible.
Are you gonna have a skull inside of it?
I'm gonna have a rose, like bigger and McCracken.
Okay.
And when I go back home, I'm gonna bring my bowling ball and go to Amish country and beat the shit out of those people.
That's nice.
Just in general, not bowling. Just go up there and just, haha, I have electronics and you don't, and then steal their souls.
Wow, is
Shout
that
out
how
to-
it works?
Yeah, I think
Like,
if
you take a picture of them on your cell phone, does it take their soul?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure that's how it works. I mythology as it is. I don't know. See how it goes. Shout out Saul Pitchman. Sal Pitchman.
Yeah, Sal.
I like it. I like it.
Salvador
I like it.
Pitchman is his full
Exactly.
name, but
He's actually.
we very
he's
rarely
actually
use
Dominican.
his full name.
He's Dominican. He doesn't like people to know. He likes
It's
people
true.
to think he's either Italian or Jewish. No one
true.
knows.
He's a Dominican Jew.
From Sicily.
Yeah, absolutely. That's weird.
Oh God! You know what? We need to do a sitcom with all these characters, much like a big show. We'll figure that out in the next 2 weeks. 'Cause we got
The Big Show.
The Big Show. Keith Over and Dan Patrick be great. All right, that's it. That's all. I got nothing else. You got 2 weeks of us three, ladies and gentlemen. So maybe some special guests will show up. You don't know. Who's to say? Johnny's the expert booker. He's the guy who brings people on whenever he wants. So he's got the pool, and if he wants people on, he'll get people on. He's Johnny P. God damn it. So for Johnny P, Mark with a C, I'm Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself and someone else. Been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com, which is also our Tumblr page. Check us out there for some interesting stuff, or not so much. You can check us out on the Facebook, FOHS Radio. All the Big Stand Invitational stuff is up there. It's also on our Facebook, on our YouTube page, which I think is FOHS Broadcast. Mark, yes, no? Can I get a confirmation on that? All right. Yes, okay. And that's it.
Broadcast with users or user. I don't know what it is before it, but it's FOHS Broadcast. Just search.
/FOHS Broadcast, and yeah, just search Big Stand Invitational. It's right up there. And Twitter, FaceOff HCKY Show. Also, send your question in for the next 2 weeks. We'll be fielding listener questions, 1 question per person per day, please. And we'll go with that. So until next week. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're getting 1 year closer to the 13th, the bad luck anniversary of our show. And it's going to be a huge time. We're going to have a cliffhanger. It's going to be fun, fantasticness. So stay tuned for that. Until next week, peace.